aren't they?
Yeah,
just to get out of here.
We need somewhere else to go.
we need somewhere to escape to, and I don't want to live with Newt Gingrich.
He can have the moon to himself.
Yeah. Well, he'll take up enough fucking space.
He seems like a man who likes cheese.
Giant.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that Therians were a real thing.
Yeah.
The first time I ever heard that term was in one of the Age of Wonders games, where there's like this fucking tribe of creatures that used to be human but used like genetic engineering to turn themselves into like furries, and they're played off as a joke.
Yeah, but
right?
you don't transition species. Species people don't exist.
So hypothetically,
it's a spiritual.
Somebody's going to be mad at you for saying that.
Spiritual identity.
Hypothetically, if you had the technology to turn yourself into a fox person, what would you be? Would you be a Therian, or would you be something else?
I think you'd be trans-species. Like, I think if you could transition species, then you could be trans-species.
Well, okay, here's the thing. That's probably going to be entirely possible in the near future. Some of that gene editing technology has gotten pretty crazy, too.
Yeah, that's for
like, there probably will be fox people walking
there's just going to
around.
be people, like, injecting themselves with, like, cat ears.
We're heading for Bioshock, dude. Every dystopia.
Who are we watching tonight? Yes, Mr.
Oh, hey. Hey, John, how you doing?
Yeah,
myself, Alex, and Ulysses, and we're, Mr. Dr. Oceanus.
I didn't get that at all.
God damn it, Alex. Learn how to read.
I do see anus in it. It does pop right out.
I mean...
You know when your anus
pops
right out, you got a
do.
medical problem.
It's called a prolapse.
How you doing, John? I'm just posting in a few Discords that we're streaming.
It would be an interesting piece of performance art if you put a little
collapsing your anus.
Well, yeah, but if you put a little crank.
Never thought of that as performance.
Alright, sorry.
Pop goes the bottle.
Well, that's it's just like the one in Elf. Make the laugh and everything.
Oh God.
Would you not like it if your ass made that noise?
I don't know.
You don't like musical asses?
I don't know. My ass is pretty serious.
Getting in my car. Don't text and drive.
Don't text and drive. Don't use your phone at the same time. Uh-oh.
Like 20 minutes away, huh?
How dare you make fun of Dr. Oceanus' name, dude?
Hey, we got room for one more on this couch.
I didn't know you could be a Mr. Doctor, though.
Doctor Strange got called Mr. Doctor.
Mr. Doctor?
Yeah. It's that stupid fucking kid again.
It's not that kid on the leash, is it?
No, I felt bad for that one.
That was weird.
Yeah, that was very weird.
Don't keep your siblings as pets. That's like
I feel like that's a pretty good piece of advice.
That's like the type of stuff you'd hear in like a behind the music documentary of Jeffrey Dahmer. They'd be like,
oh shit, we can make Sage watch Luca.
No, he's talking about his kid, not the movie.
Oh, he named his kid after the movie?
No. His kid is older than that movie.
Well, maybe they got like an advanced copy of the script. He was like,
I am so sure that that's not what happened.
Until Mr. Dr. Oceanus corrects me, I'm going to assume that that's the case.
Correct him, dude. All
right, well, then I won't believe anything he says.
I already don't believe anything else. This dumb kid up here playing hide and seek.
You gotta play hide and seek with this kid?
Yeah, we have to find him again. Stupid.
Be there in 20 minutes.
Hey, I'm not the one who said it. Talk to these guys. I will tell her you said hi. There's some more experience up here. Well, what's been going on?
You hear about that case in India where there's this old couple who was suing their son for not giving them grandkids?
They're suing him for not having grandkids?
Yeah, they're suing him for like $600,000 to $700,000, I think, or rupees maybe. It might not be dollars, obviously, but
how?
What's a rupee worth these days?
This game is pretty rad.
It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it's a cool game. I will say that
The open world is the thing I like the best about it.
yeah, like the story itself is not that great. Like the actual like writing and stuff is kind of eh. But the world is cool. Just running around, it's a lot of fun.
Cool.
The enemies are very cool. The art design is
It's a very
generally
atmospheric game.
yeah, it's really fun to just sit and look at. That being said, the story could have had a lot more work put into it.
It's pretty generic.
Which one of you three want to babysit? Not me. I think Sage volunteered.
No.
Yeah, Sage got this.
I'm not.
I mean, he's got the most like cats and dogs out of any of us, like combined. So I figure he's already got the most practice.
Yeah, he's like a pet dad times 4. I've only experienced
Is there a fucking
one
key in
pet.
here somewhere?
Yeah.
So 4 pets, got to be close to about
You've
the
had
worth of
3.
it. Close
You've
to the
had
worth of
3 in
a
your
child.
life.
But 3 is less than 4.
Well, and
I know
and
that.
as
God
a
damn it.
child, I had 3 of them, but then I was also living with my parents.
Yeah, that
who
doesn't
took
count.
care of the pets.
Okay, I'm not the only one that takes care of them. Okay.
You're their primary caregiver.
No, I'd say it is 50-50 between me and Nadia.
Yeah, but I mean, Nadia's not here right
That's
now.
what
so-
everybody says.
What do you mean? What do you mean? So what? So she's not here right now means that.
That means that you're the primary caregiver.
Yeah,
It's that simple.
You're Mr. Mom, dude.
Oh my god, Mr. Mom.
Yeah,
No.
you're Hulk Hogan in this situation.
God, I forgot that was a movie.
You can't be a big tough guy in Hollywood without having to completely embarrass yourself at least once.
You can't be a person in
the rule.
Hollywood without having to embarrass yourself.
Well, no, but I mean you have to be in a movie that like just
Humiliates you to your very core and soul as a
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, but again, it's not just limited to big tough guys. I mean, what about Whoopi Goldberg?
I mean that's true. I do feel
Are
like
you talking about the dinosaur
Yep,
movie?
Theodore Rex.
Theodore Rex.
Theodore Rex.
But I feel
God,
like-
that was dumb.
I feel like if you are like an action star or somebody like
Yeah,
that in
this is
Hollywood,
cute.
eventually you're gonna have to be in a movie like The Pacifier, or
The pacifier.
It's a great name.
yeah, or Kindergarten Cop,
was
or
Vin
something
Diesel,
like
yeah.
that. Everybody's got to do one of those movies.
It's true.
The Tooth Fairy. You remember when The Rock was in that Tooth
Yeah.
Fairy movie?
Okay, here's the thing with The Rock though, is like every other movie he's in is like that.
That's true.
He's done several of those movies.
That's a good point.
In the main hall.
I don't know. It's like when they made Martian Lawrence wear that dress.
Martian.
I do enjoy that. That's all you call him now.
It's a good name.
I'll do it right. You know, it would be better.
Obvious never
It would
right.
be better if his name was Martian Lawrence.
They should have Martian
Well,
Lawrence
maybe
play
he's
Martian
right about
Manhunter.
that.
That'd be some.
Or Marvin Martian.
That'd be some weird casting.
I don't know. I'd watch it.
Did you say Martian Manhunter
Yes, I
or
did.
Martha Manhunter?
Well, why not both?
Martin. No, it's
Or Martha.
Martian. It's Martian Lawrence playing Martin Manhunter.
Martin.
Martin Manhunter.
I think it was just
Guys as Martha Manhunter.
Yeah. Well,
I
mean,
guys, I still
you
wanna
can't
know.
call him Martin Manhunter because that's dead name. Okay, it's Martha Woman Hunter.
God damn it, where is this fucking key?
Gotta get them nether dongo.
Hell yeah, dude. I seriously
Sounds
do
gross.
not understand. So that, okay. You say it's in the main hall.
Well, he maybe he forgot. Maybe it's somewhere else.
Right, it could be.
He could be lying to you. Sending you on
That
a
son of a
wild
bitch.
chase.
Guys, though, I still really feel like I need to know if Martian Manhunter is Superman's mom. Like, how long was he Martha? The whole time? Was he fucking Pa Kent?
Can he shapeshift the womb?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
I don't know.
Can he be a man who gets pregnant?
I mean,
Well,
maybe. You're
there's-
talking about
I saw-
alien biology, dude?
Well, I mean, men can get pregnant.
Sure.
Yeah, dude.
Sure.
I saw a Calvin Klein ad.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that
Calvin ads are literally
means it's true.
scientifically
Yeah,
valid.
dude.
Absolutely.
I saw
So much scientific.
Pregnant man wearing some Calvin Kleins.
Oh, shit.
Because
Crows are
one of the
stealing
most
shit.
important things,
Crows are taking shit.
one of the most important things in underwear is that you have to show that pregnant people can wear them.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, your underwear.
How else
completely
would you
works,
know about
otherwise.
maternity underwear? You know?
Yeah.
You get maternity dresses, maternity pants. There's got to be maternity underwear, right?
I mean,
There it is.
But I mean, like, you know, pregnant man's gonna need some maternity boxer briefs.
Huh. Sure.
I can find no fault in his argument.
I mean, it's, I guess,
you
I'm
can sell,
following some
you know, you
robot
sell
like
like
logic there.
15 pairs.
And he's gone.
I hate this.
So,
I know.
those Jays, huh?
He's a little bitch. He's a massive bitch.
I'm gonna be a
There's one more, too.
I'm gonna be a Therian, man. Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't know I could. I don't know. I didn't know I could
You're
have
going to be Ethereum? You can't be a cryptocurrency.
No, I'm gonna be a Therian, dude. I didn't know that I could.
Is the
pick a spiritual
cryptocurrency Ethereum
identity.
named after the resource in the XCOM games?
I don't actually know. But
It could be. I mean, you know the fucking nerds that are coming up
Yeah,
with these cryptocurrencies. That would not be surprising.
it's like some Russian dude invented it.
Oh, they play a lot of XCOM.
Yeah, so
That would make a lot of sense. That would make a lot of sense.
What the fuck are you talking about, Therium? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what kind of Therium would you be?
Well, I don't know, man. I didn't.
I still
really
am
thought
not
about it. I
entirely
didn't
clear
know-
on what that
I
even
didn't know
is.
you could have a spiritual identity. I mean,
God,
I
you're such
thought
a bigot, you didn't even know that?
I thought the spiritual identity would be like your religion. You'd be like, I'm Catholic, I'm Buddhist.
No, that
I
makes
thought
you a
that's-
bad person.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I just realized.
Those
that.
aren't really spiritual identities. That's
Yeah,
an outdated
spiritual
concept,
identities.
Yeah, that guy-
are
that's a-
hedgehog.
It's a life
and-
induced by the
Yeah.
patriarchy.
Yeah. No, I didn't know that. Okay, I'm just learning. All right, I've been trapped in a patriarchal
You
system.
better take responsibility for it.
Yeah, man.
I'm ignorant, dude, but I'm
Your
asking
ignorance
questions.
makes you culpable.
Yeah, so it's entirely your fault because you're asking.
I'm asking the
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah,
You
that's
should have
why
already
it's
known
your
that. You
fault.
shouldn't ask
No,
any
but
questions.
I'm asking you guys because you guys don't know anything. Because you can't ask people who actually know things because then you're putting the burden on them. So
Well,
I
you can't put the burden on people who don't know either.
Yeah, I
You're
can.
supposed to just accept the burden
'Cause
and
you
admit
guys-
that everything is your fault.
Well,
That's what the burden is.
Yeah.
who's gonna tell me what I can
No
be?
one. You have to. You bet.
Well,
You
how
should have
do I-
figured it
There
out.
are
Well, how
websites where you
do
can
I
read
know?
about it, and you're supposed to flagellate yourself as you do.
Or guess and bet and hope you get it right.
Yeah, because then if you don't, then you have to flagellate yourself.
Okay, this is
Yeah.
getting complicated, man. I want to be like.
You're gonna have to apologize for asking questions, Alex.
I'm sorry for
You
asking.
son of a bitch.
I'm sorry for asking questions, man. Okay, I'm sorry.
Asking questions makes you an oppressor.
I just don't know what kind of animal my soul is.
Well, you should have thought of that before you asked questions.
I mean, that's a question that you can really only know, from your own deep down feelings on the matter, right?
Yeah, man. I mean,
So
like,
what-
I
do you
don't know.
think
Is
you
there
are?
like a Facebook quiz I can take? Like,
Probably.
oh man, Alex, art. I think
I mean,
there's
I already
about
know the answer to
1,000
that
Facebook.
question, and I haven't looked yet. But
Oh, we got a not so slender man.
there he
Kick
is.
him off the rope.
Oh, I wish.
Take him down.
And he would drop like a stone.
Yeah, all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't get him to put that weight off again.
Just a
fat phobic
horse,
thing.
just a horse walks up. He's like, "You sure you want to eat that, Dave?"
Look, we had 7 horse interventions for you, alright? No, what else do you want from us?
Wasn't there a thing on
You should
TikTok?
try oats.
Wasn't there a thing on TikTok recently about how intentional weight loss was fat phobic?
Yes, yes, that. Of
Yeah,
course
man.
that's-
I mean, like,
I mean,
you can't try.
yeah,
Okay.
it makes you oppressing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying makes you a bad person.
What you need to do is to just give up on any concept of changing yourself
Yeah.
in any way.
Yeah.
Except the kinds that other people tell you to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, if enough people are telling you, then it obviously must be true.
Right. the more abusive language they use, the more you need to change.
Oh, yeah, I mean, obviously that's true. You should allow yourself to be peer pressured.
Yeah.
Into
You should always feel bad about yourself and
your
do what
identity.
other people tell you to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Because that's progress.
Yeah.
In a direction, certainly. Oh, look at this.
Ah, dang.
Elevator to another planet.
So this is the third little boy mission.
Okay, here's
It's the
where he's
last one.
hiding.
Basically, he's been a ghost that's been getting people to go play hide and seek. They come up here and then get lost in this other dimension or whatever, and just like die of starvation because the kid's an asshole ghost.
We should punch out this ghost.
I wish we could just punch the ghosts outright. That would be awesome.
That would be. You need like a glove made of rock salt or something.
Okay, that would actually be a great thing in like a supernatural type show.
just the ghost being like, what are you gonna do? And this is like take a solid punch in the face. My gloves are made of rocks.
That would be ridiculously, but also sufficiently hilarious.
No, that's a great idea.
Okay.
What's this kid doing in this meth shack?
He's trying to play hide and seek with Walter White.
Kid, you got a hole in your roof.
No, he's just an asshole. And then he just wants to do it forever.
No!
Can we
just give up?
Yeah, can we just ditch this crap?
No.
God
You
damn it.
can't. Well, it's also the experience points will just make us stronger.
We got
It
to
does
find him.
add to our
so
combat.
far.
Well, I mean that's a good
We
point.
had to find him again.
Like, this is the kind of quest in an RPG where I'd be like,
Yeah, you just kind of would be like, all right, go fuck yourself.
I'm so good at hiding. Look at all these souls that I transferred.
I mean, yeah, I think they find him, but then because he never fucking stops.
Ulysses, have you seen how many countries are starting to ban food exports?
food exports.
Yeah.
Why, do they all need the food that bad?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
all worried about not having enough food. Indonesia.
Oh, we're looking at massive food shortages, dude.
Indonesia banned the sale of palm oil, which I mean has become one of the most used cooking oils on Earth in the last decade. And now Indonesia, the #1 supplier, has banned all exports from the country. And India has also banned all wheat exports.
Damn.
Ukraine will not have a wheat harvest this year.
Obviously.
Right. So, yeah, I mean...
They got
food
plenty of
situation-
Russians they can harvest.
Yeah, well, I don't know, but the...
Do you think the Russians taste like vodka?
I don't know, that's a good question. You are what you eat. But, so now, India, which in a typical year doesn't export a lot of wheat, but is one of the #1 wheat growers in the world. It just mostly gets eaten in India. People's hope was that India could export wheat to Africa to make up for the Ukrainian wheat, which is typically where Africa gets most of its wheat.
Right.
So Africa's in really, really hot water right now due to the fact that Ukraine won't have wheat to send, and the backup plan just is not going to happen.
Okay, yeah, I don't care.
So we can finally send them to hell.
Right?
But
Excise him.
we could be looking at some pretty nasty food shortages.
Oh, yeah.
pretty soon,
Oh, yeah.
real famine type stuff.
Yeah, global famine
Global.
hasn't happened in a while, so...
Yeah.
I guess it's about time. in that,
It's famine season.
Yeah, we just had our plague.
We did.
And our
Sure.
war.
And our war.
Granted, there's always a war going on. So.
That's true.
And it's
But
usually, we're usually one of the two parties.
this is
involved.
possibly World War III, however.
If Putin's that stupid. He's pretty dumb, but I don't know if he's that dumb.
Well, the U.S. also seems to want to escalate. Europe and Ukraine don't seem very interested, but we seem very interested in turning this into...
Well, we want to get as much as we can out of this, because, I mean, just like how Putin thought that this was his time to shine, because Biden looks like such a clown, now we're seeing what a clown Putin is, and we're like, ooh, maybe we can grab something.
Maybe we can bring all of Europe into NATO and like actually severely weaken Russia for decades to come. But at some point, we're gonna if we don't want this to get closer to nuclear territory, we're going to have to make peace with Russia. If we try to grind Russia to a pulp through attrition, I can see Putin getting desperate enough to do actually something insane.
I mean, the hope is to try and turn it into North Korea, but bigger.
Yeah, I know, that's a really bad idea. I mean, North Korea is a huge problem, and none of their nukes really work.
They probably work good enough, and then we would want to risk an invasion.
Right.
But the thing is that we also can't really afford to look weak with the Russians.
No, that's true. I mean,
because then everybody else is going to get all uppity.
Right.
I mean, China's already dancing around in the Pacific.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, yeah.
Playing around in the South China Sea a bunch.
And with the Philippines.
Yeah, they're way more confident now that they're having a close relationship with the Philippines, because the Philippines is one of the countries in the first island chain. So if they can get fleet-basing rights with the Philippines, they basically eliminated the first and most important line of defense that the West has.
That couldn't possibly come back to bite anyone in the ass.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the one thing, China is so obsessive about absolute control over events and not being dragged into conflict by other countries that they don't really have any allies.
Right.
Because they don't want to sign the type of military agreements that would require, if they had an agreement with Russia, they might be technically on the hook to be involved in Ukraine right now.
Yeah, that's the last thing they want.
Not something they're interested in. The same thing with they don't want to sign a full alliance with Pakistan because they might want to go to war with India someday. They don't want to go to war with India on Pakistan's terms. No. They're gonna want to strike when they want to strike, not because Pakistan's throwing a hissy fit over Kashmir or something. What's going on?
This is like a cam girl's apartment that's haunted.
It's a lot of candles.
Yeah, that's literally what this is. It's like a cam girl's.
That's weird.
Very strange.
Yeah. Cleansing. Got a ghost in the shitter.
Nope.
Surprisingly, we don't.
Really?
No Slimer in there.
Alright. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Of course, one of the ghosts is in the closet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think we're giving him what he wants.
Looks like it.
You know, the whole Metal Gear game is one of the distract tools that you can use to get guards and stuff to, go whatever. Just freeze in place for a minute. You can throw porn magazines on the ground and they'll walk by and go, ooh, and run past it.
I've seen that in a lot of stealth games.
She was hugging a weird effigy as a body pillow.
Apparently.
Using that thing as a body pillow. That's fucking weird.
Maybe a cam girl from the 16th century.
Maybe she's a Wiccan cam girl.
Entirely possible.
No, she has one in the kitchen, too.
We have too many of that, I guess. Yeah, we can't have any more.
That's probably.
And yeah, of course, there's one by the window there too.
They're all just creeping on her.
It's pervert ghosts. We're exercising pervert ghosts right now.
That's weird.
Alright.
Right then.
That was it.
Speak to the content.
Yes, content. I mean, I guess it is content.
Yeah, OnlyFans is content.
It is content. But
That's real work.
Yeah. Well, more real work than a lot of people do, to be honest.
It's true.
Yeah, it's not wrong.
It's backbreaking.
Depends on how you do it.
Alright.
Okay, then.
Okay. Got 3 more of these. Really?
That was pretty mean.
Yeah. It didn't seem like she really did anything to like anger us. I don't know what that reaction was.
No, that's Japanese for you.
Yeah.
A lot of Shane culture over there.
True. Well, Ulysses, I actually heard in person someone use the term bread crisis today.
Oh, really?
Yeah? No, I mean,
What's
like,
the context?
the owner of a store mass ordering dough because the price is like rocketing to the point where he doesn't know how much he'll be able to afford it in the near future.
Good, man.
On a positive note, when I
takes positive.
Whenever
I
we start
realized-
enough, there'll be more food for
when
you.
I realized that there was going to be issues with food, I bought some wheat futures.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh, really?
Those are up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Alright.
So,
Nice.
yeah, the hungrier I am, the more money I'll have.
Yeah.
That's worth nothing.
Just think, someday you'll be able to afford a single loaf of bread.
Yeah.
Yeah. You entitled yourself to a loaf of bread 50 years
That's
from now.
right. That's right. My
There's going to be one day when you're going to watch everybody else standing in line for bread, and you're going to be like, I got a treat today.
I'll be like, man, I can't wait to sell these wheat futures to buy all that bread that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, dude, it's not good.
Thank God I can eat these digital numbers on my Robinhood app.
Oh no, use Robinhood? They're not going to give you your money.
That's awesome. Well, I haven't had trouble getting.
Might not get bread either.
Let's see, what else did I see this week? Oh, there was something kind of cool, like, in terms of, like, paleontology shit.
Oh, yeah.
So in Cuba, they used to have giant, like, meter-high flightless owls.
Really?
Yeah, they actually survived up until...
Like penguins?
Yeah, but they were owls.
Penguin-like? Interesting.
Like, they didn't swim or anything.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, big flightless birds.
Yeah, and
Flightless bird!
and they look real fucking silly, too, because they're like...
Oh, I bet they do.
Imagine an owl on stilts, pretty much.
Oh, so they had long legs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really strange to imagine.
And so, yeah, they're just running around in the forest, just, like,
I was
chasing
thinking
giant rats and stuff.
Owls is having legs so short you can barely see them.
Yep.
I mean, it's basically
Their
just...
plumage.
They look real strange with long legs.
I bet they do. Huh.
Yeah, unfortunately, they died out when humans arrived.
Nah.
Of
That
course.
tends to be like the way things go.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's a pattern.
A lot of interesting animals around.
think I'm
right
picking
up
up
until
on a pattern.
people get there.
Yep. Just look at the dodo.
We'll look at actual penguins,
Yeah.
True.
right? The great ox
Yep, they're all gone.
been gone for a long time.
I like that you used actual penguins for that, as opposed to, because, modern penguins aren't considered true penguins.
Yeah, they're
Not
a
genetically.
Totally
Yeah.
different family. From the,
But they kind of had the same colors as the great ox, and they're like, fuck it, they're penguins.
Yeah,
even though they're like a third of the size. Of the ox.
Man, that seemed like it would have been such a cool animal to like see.
Dude, there's a lot of cool
What about
animals that you have a
what about
chance to
moas?
see, dude.
Moas.
Yeah, the
those
flightless
are
birds from
yeah.
New Zealand, the huge ones.
Yeah. it's
Oh
just-
shit.
They're like regularly like 8 feet tall.
I want to see one of.
Those died out in the 1700s, I think.
Yeah, a lot of those things died out within like a couple decades of people getting to Australia.
Well, moas actually had been surviving with people for a long time, because the natives did
Not
eventually.
white
The natives did overhunt them.
Oh, okay.
It just took longer than other species.
Gotcha. Well, look at people been in New Zealand. The Maori arrived not that much earlier than the Europeans, if I remember.
Haven't they been there for a few hundred years at least?
Yeah, they were. I think they got there like I want to say maybe 1400. So before
Okay.
the Europeans got there, but like there were no people in New Zealand for a long time.
Right.
Polynesians were amazing. Dude.
Oh yeah, they
Like,
fucking took over the whole.
The fact that they could just get on rafts and have like their nail and string maps and actually get where they were trying to go. Like their star maps, I don't know how that could possibly work. It looks like you ever see one of those art projects where people like nail in the board and then they wrap the string around the nails or whatever to make a shape or whatever. That's basically what they did to keep track of the stars. And then they would just hold that up in the sky and they'd look at it and they knew where they were and where they were trying to go.
So it's kind of like a kind of compass.
Yeah, kind of like a compass or like, what do they call those? Astrolabes or whatever? Astrolabes? Yeah.
Star chart, whatever.
Right. But
That's the thing. I mean, cultures that we think of as primitive, you know, they weren't stupid. They knew their shit.
They just didn't have computers. That's all. That's the difference.
That's why I always laugh when you have all those people who are like,
Right,
"Oh, the
when
ancient
it would
Egyptians
take-
couldn't have built pyramids
And
because
when
they
it-
didn't have
aliens.
brains."
when it took so much more actual intelligence to be able to do the math yourself rather than put it into a computer. If anything, like human intelligence, like we might be capable of more complex equations and things like that, but that's only because we have computers. Like a lot of the human aspect of figuring stuff like that out is getting pretty small, and a lot of people who know how to use a computer to get those answers couldn't tell you how to do the actual math that the computers do.
Oh hell no!
Right.
Yes, game. I've played a game before. You don't have to tell me that.
Honestly, it's just your first video game.
I do wish that there was like a hey, I've played games before.
Yeah.
just some sort of option for that on some games.
There's a whole platform.
It's not even just like a difficulty setting thing, right? Like you could pick the hardest difficulty, and it still shows you these tutorials.
Yep.
Right. Do you mean to walk off the platform?
Nope.
Maybe you do still do the tutorials. But we got more of this crazy shit going on here with the.
Oh yeah, I love whenever that extra shit kicks in. Always some of the best shit in the game.
Yeah, then also there was a discovery in China where they had found like a bird-like dinosaur, but instead of feathered wings, it had like bat-like wings.
Oh, interesting.
Like it still had feathers, but not on its wings.
Huh.
Ew.
So like, yeah,
I don't know, man. It sounds like just like
you don't like the in-between of a bat and a bird?
weird you out, right?
Not really. I didn't. No.
Well, nature didn't either because they
Nasty,
didn't survive very
nasty,
long.
nasty little bat wings on the bird.
Yeah.
I don't find bats that gross, to be honest.
But their wings look like trash bags pulled off.
So you don't like bats either, I assume.
Yeah, you just don't.
No,
You're not
I'm
a fan
fine
of
with
bats.
bats. It's just the wings. Just I don't know.
I think
They
you might
look
have
like-
something against bats.
They look
Yeah,
like,
man, what do bats
they
do to
look
you?
like trash. That's fine. I'm not upset at the bats for being ugly.
But they are.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't help how you're born. I'm just saying, like, the less things that have the bat wings, the better.
Well, what about pterosaurs? Theirs were slightly different in that they had furry
Pterodactyls even?
wings.
I kind of like those.
What about the ones that not only had the leathery wings, but they had like kind of like a leathery sail, like on their like head ornaments?
I don't mind, like, a leathery sail.
You don't mind a leathery sail? Do you go out to sea on a leather sailboat?
Yeah, dude. Like,
Seems like a real smart choice.
what's wrong with leather, Sage? Oh, I'm
On a
sorry.
sailboat?
I'm sorry,
Yeah, don't
Pito.
shame it.
I'm sorry, Pito. Let me just get a plant-based, a
I don't have a
plant-based
problem with
sailboat.
Plant-based leather.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, no problem with leather. I
Okay.
really don't. Alright,
You know-
another dumb fucking kid.
It's a little weird when people wear those leather pants, though.
I don't understand how you can even
That's
move
like you're
around
like-
effectively.
You're tightly, like, pulling like an animal's skin over your skin, dude, like a sociopath. I don't care if you
some
wear,
Buffalo Bill shit.
I don't
man.
care if you wear a leather.
Alex.
I don't care if you wear a leather coat, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you've got another animal's skin, like, just up in your grapes, dude, like.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the most comfortable.
That is questionable.
They're
Therians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leatherians.
Leatherians.
I feel like this is probably
So do you think
the episode that will get us the most in trouble.
If you're a lesbian Therian, are you a thespian?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That is a good question. I don't know.
Asking the important questions. I guess you'd be a thespian. Thespian. Yeah,
Maybe.
You wanna like be in a stage play or something?
Can I identify as a lesbian? That's I've never acted.
Yeah.
Because you know what? 'Cause
You
you
can
say
be
it.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
Man. Whatever you.
If you say you feel it,
Yeah, whatever you feel.
They just write this.
this will be the episode.
No, dude, I'm endorsing this. All right. You
Are
can be
you?
whatever you want. If you want to be a Folgers coffee can, you do that.
Tune in, folks, for our most controversial episode.
Hot.
I've said it before. It's too easy for people to get water.
Well, it won't be very soon.
Yeah, no. Soon it'll be too hard.
Pretty soon, everybody's gender is just gonna be hot.
Oh, that was good.
God, keep throwing sandwich boards at me. Oh my God, traffic cones.
Oh, I mean, we're already on baby
Oh yeah, dude.
Who gives a shit, dude?
babies.
I don't care. Like, I'm not a baby. I never need that shit again.
Let them solve their own problems.
Well, I mean, let's
Yeah.
decide to have it.
I don't know. Let the babies eat powdered, like malt powder. Dude. I don't know.
I think we should raise babies like tadpoles. Put them all in a big confined area, and they can eat each other.
Like a hot tub.
Yeah, or like when praying mantises hatch, they do that too.
Right.
Oh yeah, dude, they will straight up cannibalize the shit out of each other and fight until like the strongest like survivors of the egg sac.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But all I know is if you're having trouble finding baby formula, you gotta call your doctor.
You gotta call your
That's
doctor.
what they've been telling people to do. They're like,
Call
if you
their
can't
doctor?
find formula, call a doctor.
What's that gonna do?
I don't know. Then the doctor could be like, listen, I don't own the grocery store. I can't help you.
Yeah, I don't work there. I'm not really sure what you want me to do.
I can call Walmart and ask them the same question you already asked them. And get the same answer. But that was what the CDC is recommending if you're worried about baby formula. Call your doctor.
And pretty soon, CDC is also going to recommend having your kids cancel.
I'm telling you, man, get them some instant milk.
Well, they like to change their position, so.
I mean, what, the baby formula? Like, I don't know, they can probably eat like baby powder or something, right?
They can just eat baby powder?
Yeah, what the hell is baby
What?
powder?
The shit that you're supposed to put on the diapers when they're ass caliber.
No, they can't eat that.
Okay, I don't know. I mean, what are you supposed to feed these babies?
Oh, they're
dude?
babies.
Out of formula. Well, I don't know if that's
Now that's a hot
You were
take.
telling them to eat fucking diaper powder, and now you object to eating other babies.
I'm sorry.
I think that's...
I still think I had the less extreme. I don't know.
But if we encourage cannibalism in our young, the strongest will survive.
I mean, sure. Little crabs in the bucket. Like you go to the infirmary and all the kids are at the bottom of a pit. Only the strong will crawl out. The rest will be consumed.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know what the plan is for the babies. They don't really. I have seen a bunch of videos of parents being like, "We drove for 4 hours to find like one thing of formula." Meanwhile, I've also
Yeah,
seen
they're
some
lucky enough to get
videos.
one.
I've also seen some videos of apparently there are some women who just, at least I've only seen videos of women doing it.
Selling their breast milk?
No, eating baby formula.
What?
And
Why?
like just pouring the cups into their mouth.
Well, they're eating.
Why?
They're just eating
Well, that's
those
where it's
babies.
going.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's enough to make a huge difference. I've seen a couple videos
But why though?
because they say it tastes really good.
Does it?
I don't know.
I really feel like it doesn't matter if it tastes
were they
good.
doing this before the shortage or during?
I'm not sure when the
Before,
it could
during,
be
and
before,
after.
it could
No,
be
all
during.
of them.
Yeah, I don't know, but some
Every
people,
option.
Some people really like eating the baby formula.
Okay.
Oh shit!
That's what I'm gonna start flexing on babies. I'm gonna be walking down the street, and every time like a baby comes by in the crib, I'm gonna like open up my formula thing, and I'm just like,
Just taunt them.
yeah.
I don't know if the baby would get it.
You hungry? Then I'll taunt their parents.
I feel like it's more for Alex than it is for the baby.
Yeah, it's all about me.
Okay. So you're gonna do this.
I need that formula.
So you're gonna do
okay?
this during the baby formula shortage.
I need that formula.
Dude, those parents are gonna kick the shit out of you.
What?
Yeah, it's a good way to get beat up. Man.
Man, I'm gonna be jacked on baby formula. Man. I'm gonna be buff, dude.
Yeah?
I'm gonna have the strength.
that what it does?
Yeah, I'm gonna have the strength of a baby, dude. I don't know. I don't even know if you're supposed to eat that as an adult. But...
You're not. It's called baby formula.
Yeah, but
It
what
probably
if
wouldn't hurt you.
Right, but you're not supposed to. Hurting you isn't supposed to.
It wouldn't
isn't
benefit you
necessarily
in the way that it would a baby.
Are you
Yeah.
sure?
I would assume.
It absolutely would not benefit.
I'm developing, dude.
Are you? No, you're not. You're an old man now.
I know.
You're developing Alzheimer's.
That's
You're
possible.
developing the same way that Joe
That's
Biden is
possible.
developing.
Joe
Yeah,
Biden.
you're developing isn't the situation is developing.
Oh my god. But yeah, I don't know, man. But we need to do something about it. They said it should clear up in a couple of months.
Joe
Probably.
Biden's dementia?
No, the baby formula.
Oh, okay.
They'll be out of it in a couple months.
Well, they say the problem.
Joe Biden's out of it now.
They say the problem should clear up in the next couple of months. They're bringing that factory they shut down for 3 months back online.
Well, one of the reasons that that the shortage is happening is because there were like multiple recalls at the same time
Yep.
too.
Yeah.
So it's not entirely
the other ones
supply
died,
chain, but
Yeah. Yeah, but a couple of kids died. But they also like didn't seem to be making an
We're
effort
past that
to get
fast.
them- They didn't seem.
I'm kidding.
To be... Oh, they did babies.
Yeah, I was like, well, we moved past the kids.
Well, it was a bacterial infection linked.
I
to
know.
baby
I'm
formula.
I'm giving you shit.
Oh, right.
I don't care if those kids died. I'm
Yeah.
kidding. I'm kidding.
But no,
Kinda.
but they weren't in any hurry to reopen this factory that makes like a quarter of the baby formula.
Well, I thought the baby formula industry, such as it is highly monopolized.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
There's only like 3 companies, and we don't allow
That's like
import.
man, every fucking industry is like that.
This is why monopolies suck.
Yeah. So if there's a problem, then well, the thing's gone now because the only people we allow to make it and have complete control of the supply chain.
Dude,
If they now have a problem. So
You can't have mom and pops making baby formula, okay?
No.
Only large corporations should have the right to poison babies. Okay?
I don't know. I think my Soylent Green baby formula is going to be very successful.
It's possible, man.
Is it people?
I'll just say right on the fucking tin. Soylent
Sorry?
Green is people.
Now with extra people.
Extra people. I tell you, that'll happen at some point, though, man.
Well, we have more people than we have food. That's just how it works. You know?
3 extra pounds of flesh per box.
Now a more diverse formula.
Oh god. You never know what people get mad about. They'd be like, there's not enough, there's not enough underrepresented communities in this box of people.
Somebody will complain about it. A really, really, really woke cannibal.
I eat people from all communities.
We eat people from all communities.
I mean, you don't want to have a discriminating palate.
It's true.
Hannibal Lecter ate all sorts of people.
That's right.
So
he did prefer to eat the root.
that's true. But he also acknowledged that anyone could be rude. So he was very equal opportunity cannibalism.
Hannibal Lecter is sort of
yeah, man. Nothing bad could happen.
I have seen the whole arguing that 2 plus 2 can equal 5.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That's coming back now.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
How does that work?
It's
Other
the
than
argument.
just reject science.
It's the argument that math currently is a product of white supremacy because the idea that there's one correct answer is a white supremacist idea, and that you're not.
This is really a thing.
This
is a real thing. I can tell by the look on your face that you don't believe us, but that is 100%.
That you're rejecting.
How many people are arguing this? Like 2?
It's not. Oh, I mean, the idea that math is systemically racist is a pretty.
That's actually
an increasingly mainstream idea. Actually,
at least on the left.
That some of the crazier people are saying.
I mean, I could
that
maybe
2
see,
plus 2 doesn't equal 4 and stuff.
I could maybe see the arguments that the way it's taught could be racist, or
there's beginning to be an argument.
But math
that,
itself is an
there's beginning to be an argument.
It's also Arabic.
That everything is subjective.
No matter what it is.
Everything.
So that's what these people
believe. By rejecting somebody's answer to a question, you are
rejecting their identity,
belittling them, and enforcing.
But if they're wrong, wouldn't it be better to advance the conversation?
But you'd be belittling their identity.
There isn't wrong.
There isn't. Yeah,
that flies in the face of science itself. You might as well just believe whatever you want.
That's what they do. That's exactly what
it's saying.
So, what else
is because everybody has their own truth, right? You got
so if you don't believe in gravity, that it's oppressive that you're still on the ground.
You have to speak your truth.
I saw a video of a girl saying, we don't really need gravity, I'm not kidding.
I mean, we don't joke. Is this
these people are stupid, man. They really think this. This is what we get. This is what we get. After all these years of this education system, this is how bad we are actually getting. It's not an exaggeration.
We are approaching an era of the rejection of
reject mathematics, embrace tradition.
A rejection of objective reality. That there is anything objective.
And as the metaverse comes into existence, that will only get worse.
Yeah.
Because you could literally just never see the real world.
Just a pee. Or they'll give you a bag.
I think there'll be a bag. I think there'll be a bag.
You don't think you'll even have to leave the metaverse to walk to the bathroom like in Ready Player One?
Maybe the prototype.
But what if I reject the reality of the bag?
Well, you don't believe the bag exists?
Yeah.
I think you just piss in your pants.
Okay, well, what if I reject that my pants exist?
Neo, there is no catheter.
I mean, if I hooked
you
up
can
to
bend the catheter.
If I hooked up to a VR machine and in an enclosed box somewhere, it probably doesn't matter, right?
Are you saying that when I need to pee, I'll need to go in a bag? And I'm like, no, when you need to pee, you won't have to.
What if I reject the concept of urination?
Well, then you're right, because no opinion is wrong.
Okay.
There is...
As long as you truly feel that way.
As long as you really believe in it.
But what if I reject the notion that no opinion is wrong, while also...
Well, that's right, too.
Yeah.
You said it,
it's
so...
your
right?
truth.
So it's just don't question how you think about anything. It's just think whatever you want.
Well, I mean, you can question if you want to.
But you shouldn't.
You know?
But you shouldn't question how other people think.
It's very rude.
Yeah, because that's their truth.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get your own truth, but yeah, I mean, you can't question other people's truth.
I see.
Yeah. Glad we got that out of the way, man.
Yeah, I could have left some problems going forward.
Yeah, see, you're just being ignorant, you know.
Yeah.
Trying to talk about how shit is.
Yeah, I'm so truth-centric, you know. It's too
Yeah,
You have a bias towards the
It
truth.
pisses me off, dude. You come in here and you're like, you say that's a traffic cone, and I'm like, nah, that's a pointy wibbly wobble. You know, and that's equally valid to what you said.
Because you feel like it's a pointy
Because-
wibbly.
yeah,
It is a pointy wibbly wobbly. That's my truth, dude.
Okay.
See? Society's gonna be interesting.
Well, the plus side, I guess nobody's going to be calling shit on cannibals.
Nah, that's your truth, dude. You can eat people. You probably even track somebody down who identifies as food.
Although I know you can in Germany.
That's true.
God, that was a weird case.
Yeah, that was. I feel like I'm at the point where I'm just ready to embrace this system, dude. Because my truth's gonna be
Really? Are you?
my truth's gonna be dope.
What is it going to be?
What's your truth gonna be?
Well, first of all, I can move faster than a speeding bullet.
So you think you're Superman?
I am Superman.
That's cool, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
see?
Well, I mean, you're right, obviously.
Yeah, clearly, I am Superman.
Yeah. Well, you said it. If you feel that way.
That's how I feel.
Are you ever
then
going to test out this truth, or...?
Well, I don't need to because it's
Because
already true.
you've already
Like,
proven
I already
it.
know it.
The fact that you have the feeling is.
Well, you know, what if because you have the feeling, you know, you're like, I'm going to try this out because it could be fun or something.
What is how fast I can move?
Yeah.
Well, see, no matter what, okay, I'll run for you, Ulysses. Okay. But listen, you have to respect my truth, dude. So
So even if
whatever
you don't run
bullshit-
faster than a speed of
yeah, you have to
I
tell me
still
that
can't crash it.
you have to affirm
Ah.
the fact that I ran that.
So you
fast.
could run like like a fucking slug on fucking heroin.
Well, no,
And-
I can't. Okay, and the fact that you said that is
No, you didn't finish. You didn't hear me out, Alex. I said, in theory, even if you did run as fast as a slug on heroin, I would then say you did a great job. You really outran that bullet.
Yeah, because I did.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Okay. Glad we got that out.
Objective reality doesn't matter.
Yeah. Exactly.
What we see, we can't believe. We just have to believe what we're told.
Well, you just have to make sure that I feel good about myself.
That's
okay?
really what it is.
That's what. Yeah. You can't tell me that I didn't do the best in anything.
Oh, I'm sure that when you ran like a slug on heroin, you did do your personal best.
Microaggression. Did you hear him microaggress me, dude?
I did. It was great.
I don't know, man.
I wish you'd do that more often.
That's death by 1,000 microaggressions.
That was one microaggression.
It hurt like 1,000, and if you tell me it didn't, then you're fucking not affirming my truth right now.
Jesus, it's so dark in this
Well,
area.
what if my truth is that wasn't a microaggression?
I don't know. On that.
What if that was what my truth is that was a compliment?
All right. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Let me unfold my giant chart here. Okay. All right. So this is the intersectionality chart.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha. It's
All right.
kind of small, actually.
Well, I say it's big.
I don't think it's big enough.
Okay. Either way. So I don't know, Ulysses. You and me, you know, like the thing is, when you come to these impasses, okay,
Yes.
you gotta see how intersectional each of you are, right?
Okay.
And whoever is more intersectional comes out on top.
Okay.
Right.
So you're white, I'm white. You're a male, I'm a male.
So far, we're at a draw.
You're straight, I'm straight.
Ish, unless it's gnomes.
So I'm
Are
more
gnomes a
oppressed
gender?
than you.
Are you a gnome gender?
Somebody is.
I will admit that you are more oppressed than me if you come out of the gnome closet
Okay,
right
well,
now.
no, I would never do that.
It's nice and comfortable. He's got blankets in there. Why would he ever need to leave?
So, are they blankets or are they beards?
Just lay on a pile of beards.
Whatever, man.
Like gnomes shave, then you collect their beard hair and like fucking like make a bed out of it.
Ew. Oh, that sounds itchy.
You're just nesting in beard hair.
Ew.
That's like every horrible sweater your grandma got for you at the same time.
Yeah, that sounds really bad.
Do you like knit the beard hairs together to create like a comfy robe?
So, okay, but Ulysses, listen. Are you so like what could it be? You religious at all?
No.
Yeah, me either.
How was that even a question you had to ask?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the points at which, like, you know.
I'm still trying to figure out
the
the point, too.
One up niggas. Are you differently abled?
I'm pretty sure we're equally able.
Okay.
I don't know, man. If he's fucking this many gnomes, there might be something going on up there.
So I don't know, man. I don't know if there's anything that gives one of us a leg up on the other. So,
Does that mean you're both oppressing each other?
Well, I think because we're at the because we're at the bottom of the pyramid, right? Like, I mean, we are the last and considered. Like, I mean, you know, I think
Bottom
we're
or top?
both wrong. Or at the top of the oppression pyramid.
You
we're
have
at
to
the
give up
bottom
Alex.
Yeah,
of the
bottom or top
intersectionality
for gnomes.
pyramid. I don't. You know, whether you move up or down the ladder, your position is shaky. So, I don't top or bottom. Okay.
No?
Yeah. The only way to win is to not participate.
Okay.
That's the first rule of fucking gnomes.
You don't think it's at all like,
Nope, that's the first rule of fucking gnomes. The only way to win
Don't talk
is
about
not
gnomes.
to participate.
I definitely think you're pulling a Fight Club thing.
Yeah,
Well, you know what? You know what? It's your other personality that fucks all the gnomes.
Yeah.
So one of you hates gnomes.
I have split personality.
Yeah, you're like schizophrenic.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I
So you're
I
the
gotta
gnome
one up-
hater,
I got to one
but-
up on the intersectionality pyramid. So you're wrong, and I can run faster.
But I'm right, and then you are fucking gnomes.
Yeah, because your other
Just
personality
admitted it.
won't shut up.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know my split personality.
It's like the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde
I
thing.
just found out about it. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you take a potion and you just turn around and go, no!
I don't know. I haven't talked to him. You know, I don't,
Like,
I
what
don't
do you
even
call
know-
this potion?
I don't even know where he's active because, like,
He's active in a gnome.
Yeah.
but at what time? Like, I don't feel like I've
Every
lost.
full moon?
I don't feel like I've lost
I think
any
it's more
time.
frequent than that.
I don't feel like I've lost.
Well, it's probably
any
when
time.
you would normally go to bed. You just kind of wake up
Ah.
and just get the craving for gnomes, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh, late night gnome sex. That's odd. Well, yeah, I've chained myself to the bed, I guess.
Well, the gnomes are into that, too.
It's true. It's true. What
Yeah,
if
you can't time yourself up at night, just
what if I
making more
snap
into it.
out of it? What if I snap out of it and the gnomes are already there and I chain
It
myself
sounds
up?
like
I thought you meant like snapping out like the chains, like fucking
like the Hulk or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gnome smash!
I was thinking like Gulliver, right? Where you got all the
okay.
little gnomes like, all around you, and they're all like,
Yeah.
ah! They're just fucking like rising up.
ripping them up, and like, yeah, I mean,
Well, ripping their
Well, he's
assholes
cer-
up.
He's certainly rising up in that situation.
Yeah.
well, whatever. I don't know about all that, but you know, I just found out I had a split personality, so we're gonna have to work on that.
You're gonna have to work on it.
I try to get rid of it, or at least talk to him about this gnome thing. How it's not cool. Like, is he doing it because he's into gnomes, or is he doing it because he resents me?
Both.
Both.
I hate that guy.
What if he convinces you, though? Like, what if he makes you come around and makes you come to gnomes?
I don't think I'm gonna listen.
You know,
So you're going to go into this conversation.
He's misguided.
So you're going to go into this conversation not willing to hear him out.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be a productive conversation.
Yeah, man. You gotta meet him halfway inside a gnome.
God. There will be no compromising. I don't know. We're gonna have to to somehow eliminate my split person. They're like Freaky Friday that shit or something. I'll put that
It's a very different
personality.
type of story.
I'll put that personality in Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I guess.
Wait, so your idea is that you do a Freaky Friday type thing, but you're going to swap only one of your personalities? Doesn't that mean that you're...
Yeah, that'll be me and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, you just like...
What if you just
I'd rather be Jamie Lee Curtis than fucking Gnome. Like,
But what if it turns out, after the transfer, that Jamie Lee Curtis loves fucking Gnomes?
Yeah, so you're back to square one.
How do you know
I ain't
for
too busy
sure?
with that yogurt, dude.
Yeah, but what if he's also...
Does she have time? Can she take time out of her busy schedule of shitting every 3 minutes to fuck Gnomes?
I don't know. You'd have to ask her.
You keep taking time out of your busy schedule to fuck Gnomes, so...
Apparently I'm not sleeping a lot.
What the fuck is going on?
So we need to get some supplies to fix up this motorcycle.
That's a car.
Yeah, we're stealing things from cars to fix a motorcycle.
Huh?
Oh,
How many parts of a car can be used in a motorcycle?
Yeah, they're not compatible.
Yeah.
One, I think. I mean, I
suppose it would depend on the kind of car and kind of motorcycle.
Yeah,
some sort of turbine,
maybe.
it said.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess maybe.
Turbine?
Maybe a turbine.
Hey, let's go. It says a turbine. Oh, you died, so.
No, that's the ghost being sucked out of us again.
Oh,
You got your soul sucked.
He's about to get his soul sucked.
God, that movie.
That was my that's the only thing I really even remember anymore is that line.
Oh, you don't remember the fucking terrible Mary Sue main character?
Oh yeah, you got that cool sweater.
Yeah. I remember Goro getting taken out by that gnome.
Kano.
Oh, Kano, sorry.
Yeah, Goro got
He got
taken
hit by
out by a truck.
Yeah.
Well, and that new sweater he got.
But I do love that they incorporated Chekhov's gnome into the story.
Yeah, that made that Alex's like favorite movie.
I hated that. It pissed me off so much. I was like, why is this in Mortal Kombat?
They're gonna add a gnome character to Mortal Kombat.
Are they? Oh, God.
It's gonna be named Alan.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's disappointing. Didn't really know that was going to happen in Mortal Kombat.
Everything's gonna have gnomes in it. So
That's true. That's true. There are gnomes everywhere these days. I'm actually not the only person I know who's noticed that.
Yeah.
There were, yeah.
Well, I'm sure you rant and rave to know about people. So, like, I mean, to people about gnomes all the time.
Well, I mean, a lot of people know I don't like gnomes.
Right.
But yeah, the other.
I mean, you fucking wrote like the Mein Kampf of gnomes.
but I've told people, I've been like, yeah, it's so weird. There's like a lot more gnomes everywhere, and they'll be like, oh yeah, I noticed that. I was just at the store the other day. I've never seen like
so
gnomes in that store or that many gnomes before. And it's like, oh, a lot of gnomes at the moment.
I mean, gnomes are accomplishing a lot these days.
Well, they're accomplishing anything, but they are taking up space.
That's an accomplishment, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, they're pissing you off.
That's also.
Yeah, they are achieving that. Yeah. Is taking up space an accomplishment now?
I mean,
It depends on how mad people are about that space being taken up. I think.
Are people taking that seriously? They're really saying things like, we should pick up some space.
Man, people will be complimented for anything now. You think that's out of the question?
Yeah, you make.
Considering everything else that we see.
Yeah, you make.
Stop sucking his soul.
What are they making those sequels about?
Well, we know for sure a second one because it did really well.
When's it coming out?
I don't know.
Like, I want to watch that sequel. I want to know what happens next. I want to know when they're going to finally have the actual tournament.
Yeah, if we're lucky, it'll be in the fourth movie. No, that'll be the fifth movie, and it's all building up to that. Yeah. Well, that actor that played Sub-Zero literally signed a 5-movie contract.
Really?
Yeah. And we're at least getting some of them because it did very well on HBO Max right during the pandemic. Not a lot of movies coming out. It was free. HBO Max got a lot of viewership. Oh yeah, it would have done so fucking bad if people like actually had to go pay for that garbage at the theater. I mean, that movie is the definition of made for, like, people that literally... What's that?
Made for TV.
Well, I mean, yes, but I was just going to say, like, the people who literally just go to the theater and just to see a movie, Like, they don't care what they're watching.
Right.
That's true.
It does amaze me that those people are out there.
I know several.
I mean, it's the thing. A lot of people legitimately will go to a movie and they're like, I like taking this time to just kind of turn my brain off and watch something, dumb, and, just don't worry about the world. See, I can understand it in some ways, but like,
I just would rather watch a movie that I want to watch.
I mean, we've watched plenty of things.
It's true.
But at least we're doing it to mock them.
That's awesome. At least we're deriving entertainment from it.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're describing people who just want to go to the movies for the experience of going to a movie.
Pretty much, yeah.
Which, like, I don't know. Like, I mean, what is... If the movie itself is irrelevant, then what is it that you enjoy about going to the movie? The big expensive drink, the overpriced snacks, having to sit there, especially for a long movie, needing to pee.
Yeah, like the weird guy cackling like the clown in every death scene. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
When everybody...
I'm sorry, that was me.
When everybody claps for some reason.
Oh,
like
dude.
the people who made the movie can hear you.
Oh, yeah. I forget, when we saw Aquaman, weren't there people clapping?
Maybe. We saw...
At the end of most big budget movies now, at least a few people clap.
If it, I might understand it if it's like a once in a generation kind of movie experience, but yeah, it doesn't happen very often.
Do you think anybody ever goes to like an empty theater and like just watch a movie by themselves and claps at the end?
It's a good question. I mean, there are
Do
definitely
people clap for like watching movies on Netflix?
I don't know, but I did see people clap for Rogue One, so.
Well, there are a lot of people who do like that movie.
Yeah,
I know.
Who actually really enjoyed that.
Me, Michael, and Morgan were sitting in the theater, like, just like, what? Like, looking around, like, what the fuck? What are they clapping for?
Right.
I did not like that movie, dude.
I mean, there are even people who have broadly respectable opinions. Like, didn't Corey like Rogue One?
Yeah, it's like one of his favorite Star Wars movies, and I usually am at least like, I'd say like 80% of the time I at least feel similar to how Corey feels about stuff.
Like he's a legit critic. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, and he thought that was a great movie.
Yeah, that I don't understand.
He also thinks Blair Witch is a great movie, so like, there's a few things that I'm not on the same page with him about.
Everybody has some things that they like that are just kind of like, why, dude?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and
it's whatever you like. What
it's subjective. It is subjective, but
I mean, unless you're like unironically trying to argue that
underworld oil.
Huh.
Yeah.
We're gonna sell it to BP or something.
Yeah. Oh, they'll drill anywhere, man.
Drilling in the spirit world.
We're sorry. We're sorry. We are sorry. Sorry.
I'd actually like to see that in like one of these kind of stories in spirit world or something. Some company goes in there and creates the equivalent of an oil spill.
That would be hilarious, and it's got to be BP.
Yeah,
specifically.
Like for legal reasons, you'd probably have to dead space it and have something with a similar name.
Right.
DP.
There you go. Deep Penetration Incorporated.
I mean,
that's a good name for an oil company.
It's my new band, actually.
I mean, Deep Penetration, yeah, that's actually, like, that would be a legitimate name for,
They do.
I don't know if you can pull off double penetration.
Maybe if they have some kind of special mining method or something. You know, if you make this sci-fi thing. I don't know, it's a lot of thought put into something.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it for a while.
It's what we do.
It's what we do with our stupid show.
See, the reason we're able to extract so much more oil than traditional drilling companies is that while we drill the traditional borehole, we also come in from the back door simultaneously.
This sounds like a South Park sentence.
Yeah.
Honestly surprised they haven't. Or maybe they haven't. I don't know.
I mean, there's been a lot of South Park.
South Park has graduated to the Simpsons did at level of like,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
they've kind of done everything at this point.
Oh shit.
It's been running for a long time. Seasons are definitely shorter now. Probably.
Oh, that's a very good thing.
Probably necessary.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have any good ideas and you just spit something out, it's going to trash.
Right.
That's the problem with Simpsons.
They should be fairly busy for the next, like, what, 5 years?
Oh yeah, dude.
They got movies to make, video games to make,
And the political situation's always going to give them
Yeah.
something.
a Mexican restaurant to open.
Yep. You know about that,
I
right?
do, yeah.
I love that they bought that place.
I mean, it's kind of the only way it's staying around.
Casa Bonita. Right.
Like otherwise, it would probably not continue to exist.
It was in bankruptcy when they bought it.
簡単には手に入れられないね。
There we go.
The
You
level
guys
of
gotta
people.
play their game.
I love when they do this kind of stuff with the moving paintings on the walls.
That's pretty cool.
I'd enjoy it more than games like this.
Yeah, honestly, I
Like,
feel
don't
like
get me wrong, I do love the putzing around in Tokyo section, but
Like,
like, this
the
is so
whole,
cool.
the calligraphy, and then you've got the,
So trippy.
just the way the floor even is coming together. Like, well, we fought a few of you at this point.
Yeah, they ain't shit.
I do wish there was more variety in like,
in
like,
the bosses.
I think a few more enemy types
Yeah.
and a few more
Nothing type.
weapon types. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? Even just one more weapon type, like a lightning, like a yellow lightning thing.
Oh, that's
Would've
Well,
been
see,
fucking
you got water, you got fire, you got whatever it's supposed to wind, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be wind.
So we could fit like, I don't know, some kind of earth magic in there.
That's true. Some sort of like just pull rocks out of the ground, like in Control or some shit.
Or maybe you could like petrify enemies.
Oh shit!
But,
Oh
you know,
shit!
casing with stone or something.
Oh god! Oh god!
It's too cold.
I guess this was, oh god, this.
Ah. Drink soda faster.
Yeah, ram food down your gullet to avoid, you know, your grievous injuries.
He needs some milk.
Get the Coke in there, man. It'll make it better.
Yeah, that's what they do on the battlefield when like a soldier like, you know, takes like an IED to the face or something to just like fucking
Give him a Sprite.
yeah. That'll be exactly.
Get him the refreshing taste of lemon lime.
Or Joe Pesci can show up and give him a Snickers or something. So you're not yourself when you're hungry. I don't have a face.
Well, you will once you eat this Milky Way bar. And yeah, and then
I want a Milky Way. I want a Milky Way. Yeah.
Tell me that was never a commercial.
no, that was somebody made like a fake version of
Oh,
Lenny
okay.
Kravitz song.
Got it. I was not gonna put that beyond Milky Way. That
I want a Milky Way.
That's actually a fucking great thing.
Oh yeah, well, because the dude does like it's parody videos, but he mixes songs with like other songs. But for that one, he mixed "I Want to Fly Away" with "I Want to Fly." So it's just different parts of that song remixed into itself.
It's fucking beautiful.
It's so funny.
I also kind of like it more than the original song.
I kind of do too,
I
man.
mean,
He says
probably
Milky
the
Way
original
more
song,
times.
Just, you know,
Or like a fire dragonfly, whatever.
He went through all the flies there.
Yeah, whatever. Some shit.
You said everything but just fly.
Dragonfly, butterfly.
Same shit.
Yeah.
They all cry when they watch Star Trek. Or,
Firefly. What other kind of flies are there?
I don't know, bullet flies?
Bot flies.
There you go, horse flies.
Yeah. A lot of flies out there.
Zepsy flies. I don't know myself.
Are those the ones that have...
Yes.
That's cool stuff, man. You think the babies are gonna eat the bugs? You don't make the babies.
Oh, you mean bug form from the baby?
Yeah.
Maybe, why not? I'll protein. All the protein your baby could get from, equivalent to crawling across an apartment floor.
Well, if there's not going to be enough baby formula, you might as well eat the bugs.
You might as well eat some maggots.
They won't even sell you the formula. What they'll do is they'll sell you instructions for how to take all the cockroaches in your apartment and put them in a blender.
Put them in a blender.
Oh, God. Blended cockroaches does not sound like a good time, then.
Just put a little taste of refreshing mint in there and it'll be great.
Oh, God. You think there's gonna be cockroach milk yet?
Cockroach toast.
Ooh, cockroach.
They just spread it on the bread.
Oh, I'd rather eat vegetable.
Cockroach Twinkies. Really lasts forever.
Okay.
That was a treat, of course.
Those are already the two things that last forever.
Oh, there's also Velveeta. You want fresh Velveeta? What if we could like melt cockroaches?
Don't give them any fucking ideas. You will be going to Starbucks and you will be getting cockroach milk lattes.
I can't imagine somebody with like little tweezers tugging on a cockroach's titty.
With genetic engineering, we can create cockroaches with tits, yeah. Or with udders.
God.
Dude, I think you just outcatsed cats.
I don't like
Outcatched
that.
the
I don't
movie
like
cats.
that at all, dude. You're telling me that they're gonna have big busty cockroaches? Just like...
Busty cockroaches.
I wonder if that's a porn category.
I hope not.
It better fucking not. Dude, Jesus Christ.
I mean, there are furries. Are there like buggies? I don't know.
Oh, I feel like we've had this conversation before. There
La
are.
la 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 la.
I don't remember this
Nobody
conversation.
wants to have sex with bugs. That's not a thing. It never was.
But Alex, what about all those spider women?
No.
That's actually
Those are
very.
arachnids.
Those are very popular in fan
actually.
No, man.
Remember that comic book?
Saga, and that's one of the least offensive examples too.
But she was very sexualized.
She was. That's one of the least offensive examples of it, and she was still sexualized.
If you like Dungeons and Dragons, you're gonna get a lot of those Spider Woman jollies on.
Well, it's a good thing that none of us like Dungeons and Dragons.
Dude, nobody's having sex with bugs.
They might not be doing it, but they might want to.
Not bugs, but humanoid bugs.
Yeah, bug people.
What would a bug furry be, right? Reptiles are scalies, right?
Right. Buggy? I don't know.
Toid.
Chitneys? Like, I don't know.
Like a toid. I call them toids. It's like short for insectoid. I just call them
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Over 100,000
Exos.
Exos?
Yeah.
Exos. Yeah,
Yeah.
that fits.
Because of like exoskeletons?
Yep.
Yeah.
That way you can rope like the crab people into that too.
Crab people. Crab people.
Are there people identifying as crabs?
Probably. Why not?
I don't know. I feel like you got to pick an animal with some like personality or something.
Well, everybody
Like,
already is like, identify as a lion.
Well,
or
we
a
know
reptile,
we know crabs can be Scottish and hate sluts.
That's true.
So,
Aquaman did teach us that.
yeah.
But
There's the one thing you learned from that movie.
But like nobody wants to identify as like a stoat, right? So like I feel like there's a lot of
Well, like maybe cuckolds.
What's a stoat?
it's like a kind of mangy little weasel thing, right?
Okay.
And I feel like there's a lot of room left at like these bottom tier animals that like people aren't taking over.
Bottom tier animals.
What is it that like people are gonna start searching through like
Well, yeah, because I mean,
like textbooks to find animals that nobody else is identifying
Yeah,
as?
it's just
to be
gonna stop.
Well,
unique?
they gotta be
Cool.
unique, man.
it's gonna stop being cool eventually to be like, you know, identified as a wolf or whatever. Because everybody does that now. So you gotta
Right,
be
it's
like,
gonna be too mainstream.
you gotta be a hipster about it, right? So you gotta find.
God knows they do.
You gotta find like interesting animals that maybe people don't know as much about, or just feel different, you know?
I remember that super nice car we saw at the very
Yeah.
beginning of the
I hear it
year.
is again. The car's getting
So
around.
wait, so what are you? So
Oh, this is the same spot we went back to.
うちのガキが好きだった車だよ
Can we just keep this
この
car?
タービンホイールなら使える
We're gonna,
No,
we're gonna take apart the nice car, man.
we need it for that motorcycle.
so you're telling me that at some point people are gonna be just identifying as everything.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, I
identified as a maggot before it was cool.
Yeah, and then the beauty of that is that you can eventually transition to identifying as a fly, because maggots turn into flies.
Right.
バイクの修理
So that's like 2 in 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can identify as a larva, so
Yeah.
that later you can identify as a butterfly.
話す
Yeah.
ほどのことじゃない
Okay.
からな
It's gonna be butterflies first, because nobody really wants to be like, you know, like a fucking horsefly or whatever.
What
but-
about moths?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're telling us butterflies are going
Kind
to
of eyes, shouldn't have wings.
Butterflies are top tier insects, right?
話すほどのことじゃ
Yeah,
ないか
I
ら
could say that.
Everybody likes butterflies, right?
Yeah.
It's weird if you don't like butterflies. Most
Yeah.
people would think so, right?
Yeah, or like you want to maintain the future timeline.
Yeah. Unlike, you know, Star Trek. But, dude, I forgot to mention, there's a character in the Star Trek Picard who's like an alien, and she like dies in the past, and they just leave her dead body there for only people to find.
Really?
Yeah, and then they're like, later in that episode, they're like, we have to maintain the timeline. Give me your phasers and your broken comm units. Gotta bring them with us.
Even
But
though
they-
they've been
but-
fucking killing people left and right.
But
and
they don't say
burying
anything about the
and
dead
people's
alien they
walls.
left in a warehouse somewhere. Yeah, nobody's gonna perform an autopsy on her and find out why she died and discover that the
Find out
organs are
she's got,
different.
like-
Well,
That she
what
has
the
green
fuck
blood.
it is. Yeah, no, none of that'll ever come up. Man.
One effect time.
Never gonna come up.
Yeah, Star Trek Picard is a really thought-provoking show.
It sounds like you're asking a lot of questions, you listen.
I think that show deserves to have a lot of questions asked about it.
Yeah. Like I said, thought-provoking.
I don't know, man. That's Patrick Stewart's truth. Okay.
It's truth is anything.
That's my truth. Not just bad. He fucking sucks.
Man, he really is tearing down his legacy.
I mean, it's not like it's a new thing. I mean, some of his ideas were part of the terrible Next Generation movie as well.
I suppose, I don't know, this seems reputation destroying.
I mean, you could also be like, he's fucking going senile. He doesn't even know anymore.
I mean, that's
He
probably
already
true.
played the poop emoji, so I mean,
Yeah, it's like, where did you expect it to get better from there?
that's a good point.
Well, I mean, we were all hoping it would be like a one-off, you know?
Right.
Like, oh, you need money, you're going to play talk poop. But
Yeah, or like one of his grandkids or something talked him into it. or-
yeah, they're like, hey, you could be in this movie. You could be in a
Grandpa, we love shit. You should
Well,
be-
apparently the children do love the feces nowadays.
I'll never utter.
I find it quite remarkable.
I just, I mean,
Tell me,
people-
Crusher,
People have.
are you into the poops? What generation did it start with?
I just don't understand. Man, there was a time when parents were
My
getting
granddaughter told me about unicorn diarrhea.
mad. She said it's delicious.
Like a 4-star hotel.
Oh, no.
That tastes like shit.
I can't believe it's not shit.
I can't believe it's not shit.
Dude, that's gonna the meaning of that phrase, like this tastes like shit. That's gonna be entirely
That's gonna be a
reversed one day.
Yeah, one day, especially if you're over in Germany.
Oh man,
and
this
you're
tastes like shit.
They like at a Michelin star restaurant and be like, I'd like you to tell the chef that this tastes like shit.
You're gonna be sitting down with your in-laws and they're gonna pull out this giant beast and you're gonna taste it and you're gonna be like, oh, this tastes like shit. How'd you make this?
Different generations of people will never have found a harder time to communicate with each other.
You'll be kicked out of the
What the
house.
fuck did you say?
They're just gonna fucking get a knife and come out. They're gonna kick the goddamn door to the kitchen
No,
open.
no. I love eating shit. This shit is my favorite flavor.
You eat pieces of shit?
Every day, bro. For real, no cap. That's Uber speak, but
Is it no cap?
no cap.
What does that mean?
That is like for show.
Why no cat?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Like there's a limitless amount of positive feelings they have about it.
I
Is that-
guess.
no, so there's no cap to their ability to appreciate a certain thing. That's my genuine
No,
defense.
I don't know what it means. I mean, I know that it means like no doubt, like for sure, like no cap.
Yeah.
Like, not lying, but like
This is a cool statement though. If you could play it.
Yeah, right. Like actually drive this vehicle. They don't want to program a whole like. Yeah, they didn't want to program that. Yeah, that would have been a cool thing to actually be able to play. Thanks, game.
shit's gonna be the next Flamin' Hot. They're just gonna shit everything.
I mean, in terms of children's toys, it's already happening.
Okay, you guys excited for feces flavored Mountain Dew?
Yeah, they're gonna have shit do.
Do you think we'll get Michael to try that?
Oreos.
One of my coworkers.
Shitorios.
One of my coworkers did try it. He said it-
Shiitake mushrooms.
Ooh, there you go.
He said no, not shit. The Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew.
What,
Yeah.
what did
He said
your
it's
coworker
cinnamon.
think of
He
shit?
said it's cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Like it's like a hot tamale, like cinnamon.
That still sounds gross and
Yeah, it
Mountain
sounds
Dew.
terrible.
I don't like it.
It's a little less disgusting to me than the idea of it being
Like
the
Flaming
powder,
Hot
the
Cheetos.
powder from
Yeah.
Flaming Hot Cheetos.
That is true.
But like, that's not something of the kind of.
It still sounds bad.
You don't want that in a drink.
With lemon lime? Like, I don't know.
I mean, like you could put like I could see like I think you could put cinnamon in
I
some
think you
drinks,
could-
like a
I
glass.
think you
Like
could
you have a
make
cup
it
of
spicy.
nutmeg, right? Like or not
Yeah,
not
but
a cup of
not
nutmeg,
Mountain Dew.
but eggnog.
Yeah.
No, not
Or
Mountain
even-
Dew or any
even-
soda.
Or even in
Nothing
a soda,
carbonated.
Well, even in a soda, you might be able to make like a Dr. Pepper with like a spicy cinnamon as like a flavor. I wouldn't want to drink it, but people probably would think
Sure.
it's okay. But I can't imagine a lemon lime soda with like hot cinnamon flavor in it.
No.
It's very good.
No. No.
You think we can expand from like other like from shit to other bodily products?
I haven't seen anybody like nobody's got pee on their keychain.
But what about vomit?
Like a pee pillow.
What about
I haven't
vomit?
seen the vomit pillow either. I
Okay.
just shit. Like the poop emoji is a big deal. People really like it. The kids like to buy the toys where you fill them with powder and water and then shake them up and then they shit and then you can eat the shit.
Okay, but like,
I don't know, dude.
but the
That's
beauty
thing.
of vomit is that it's like food that you eat twice, right?
Well, eating shit's kind of the same way, right?
I mean, yeah, but like that's fully digested. What if you want food that's like moderately digested?
Yes, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's a question. I don't know.
That's a question.
I haven't seen it. I mean, by your logic, I don't understand why the kids aren't eating vomit. They're only eating shit.
Sage, would you eat vomit?
No.
What if it was really good food that someone puked it out and then you ate it?
No.
Like,
They already had those Harry
What if
Potter
somebody-
jelly beans, dude.
What if somebody walked out of a high-class steakhouse?
yeah, this is like 5-star vomit.
No.
and puked on
5-star vomit.
and they puked on the street.
My good sir, I don't believe there's such a thing.
What if it was Wagyu beef, dude? You wouldn't eat some half-digested Wagyu
No.
beef?
Yeah.
No.
You sure?
I'm
The
very
vomit's
sure.
still kind of brown.
Kobe beef? Like fatty
No,
tuna,
dude.
like a
Yeah.
tuna that goes
No.
for like the tuna belly, one of those
What
tuna
about-
that
what
goes for
about,
like
like, caviar
$60,000.
Okay, I don't like caviar
But
pre-vomit.
maybe you'll like it post-vomit.
No,
あいつにとって肉体は
no,
魂の
no,
器だ捨てるに過ぎない
no, definitely not.
ない
Sage, I think you're just afraid to try something.
I think you have the worst ability to put flavors together. All right, this is the other one, the other dead body family member thing.
Oh shit, what?
It's pretty intense monster.
Yeah, it's good.
There's probably a rule for that.
No, you
Yeah,
did.
Spider Lady Alex.
No.
Tell any man, dark elves.
Why do people like spiders, man?
I don't know.
Well, specifically, it's usually spiders, like women,
I
right?
know,
Yeah, this
but
one's
they
not
got, like,
feminine enough,
They got
but-
spider bodies and a female torso. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Which definitely means they've got some spider puss down there.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. I don't know enough about spiders.
Yeah, I don't know about spider anatomy. I just know that human beings don't know that. I don't know anything about it, but I know that's not what they're for. What is up with people and like half human, half animal?
I don't know.
Furries.
I don't know.
I don't know what it is, but
People are sexualizing
But is that
Medusa
so?
back in the day,
Here's
like
my
hundreds of
question.
years ago.
Here's my question. So you got
that is human nature, man.
well, Medusa only has snakes for hair, right?
Well, it depends on the version. There's just
Well,
different versions. Sometimes she's half snake.
Well, but is that hair always only the hair on her head?
That's a good point. Does she have snake pubes?
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
That's a good question.
I don't like that.
No, I don't either, but I mean, it could be true.
Could be a little dangerous, man.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that.
Well, too bad. You're gonna...
Well, that's what we're here for, man. We're here to ask those hard-hitting questions that get ignored by the mainstream media.
Does Medusa have snake pubes?
I never heard them ask that on CNN.
That's true. Never heard the president give a statement about it.
Not once.
Now we're the most trusted name in snake pussy.
Are there any other names?
No, dude.
I mean, maybe there's a few accounts on DeviantArt, but
Yeah, we're gonna be fighting those guys.
DeviantArt is fake news.
Oh, what?
not dead yet. Yeah, those are some freaky hands from Spider ones.
Yeah, right? I really do
Oh,
love
the
the boss
human
designs in this.
Yeah. Shit. God damn it. Did you just show your glowy spots? Shooting that right now. Her face.
Oh, there it
There's
is.
a couple like open sores.
There you go.
Got it.
Bye, Spider Lady.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know, and I don't care.
No, me neither.
だが
Yeah, it's too bad that the story in this game is so weak, though. Like, if you had a really cool narrative to prop up the rest of this, like you could have had something like truly special. And I feel like you ended up with a game that's good but not great.
Yeah.
Also, like the character design could have been a lot
俺
more
はあいつを
memorable.
倒すのは
Oh yeah.
He just. I mean, he just looks
He's
like
just
just a dude.
He's just default, man.
Yeah, he's default man.
家族のためにだろ。いい父親だな。
まあな。中に入ったら引き返せないか
How
も
much of this game is left?
準備を怠る
Not much. Not much at all.
新しい技を覚えるんだ
Down Tokyo
今
Tower.
ならできるはずだ
Foot Town.
Oh god, dude.
We're going to Foot
I
Town.
don't see.
This is
I don't
Alex's
want to.
place.
I don't want to
Oh, yeah.
go here.
Did you
dude.
go to Foottown when you
I
were in
don't want.
Japan?
No, I don't want to go here, dude.
You didn't go to Foot Town.
No. What's
They got all the best prices on feet.
Oh my god, what's happening here?
何言ってるんだ。
Go
Oh, it's that
down,
sister we don't
Foottown.
give a shit about.
Ah,
Uh-huh.
went down to Foot
I
Town.
really don't care.
Looking for some feet.
I stomped around the town
変な声が聞こえる。
looking for feet to eat. Is that where you're gonna go with that?
何か仕掛けてきてるのかもな
Maybe this is a Ulysses thing. Maybe it's not a sexual thing. Maybe it's more of a food thing.
I don't know. I don't really like eating feet. They're too bony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we could maybe look for like a Hannibal recipe though. See what he would do with it.
You gotta do a lot of work on a foot to like get the good parts out. You know, it's like you can do better with like limb meat.
What are the good parts?
お前の本心だ。
I mean, it's like on animals. You know, you got the ribs, you got the
Well, but
belly.
if you were gonna hypothetically, if you were gonna get the good part out of feet, what would that part be?
I don't know, whichever part has the least bone and the least like fucking like padding. There's gonna be a lot of them. That's not very much meat, to be honest.
It's not.
We get deep fried foot. Call them golden arches.
Put on a stick.
That's good. Sell that at the state fair.
Yeah.
And as long as it's fried, people at the state fair will eat it.
True.
It's a foot. I'll take two.
Stick your feet in the fryer.
There you go.
刑事として一生懸命働いてさえいれば家族は守れると信じきっていた
That is about the most American thing I can imagine. It's just
What,
being
fried
like,
feet?
No, it's just being like, I don't want to eat it. It's on a stick.
息子は俺が
All
渡した
right. Just give me one.
To be fair, I mean, well, you know, there's a lot of foods you wouldn't pass them down if they were on a stick, right?
What? I wouldn't. You're asking me if there are foods that I wouldn't eat, but if you put it on a stick, I would eat.
Yeah, yeah.
Like what?
I don't know. I mean, I know
Like
Sage
feet.
would go Sage would go crazy for some mayo and avocado.
No.
On a stick?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what format. I will not eat it on a plane. I will not eat it on a train.
How come Netflix made that green eggs and ham?
Because they're fucking stupid.
How is that show more than one episode long?
How is it more than
two
5
seasons?
What?
I mean, you should be able to get more than like a fucking
Is it like a
2-minute short
seven
film out of
set?
that.
Oh, I should make you guys watch that. I
What
forgot
is
about
what is that show even?
What?
Like what happens in the show?
I watched the first episode. It was one that I was meaning to make you guys watch.
Oh, God.
Describe it to me. Like, is this
Okay.
just about
Okay.
the book, or does it expand on it?
No, it way expands on the
Okay.
book needlessly.
Okay.
So the guy.
God, it's like the Hobbit adaptation.
the guy who won't eat.
Did they have to
green eggs
journey
and
across the
ham,
continent to get the green eggs and ham?
He's an aspiring inventor.
Like Mark Wahlberg.
Yes. Who sucks at inventing things.
Like Mark Wahlberg.
Yes. So he goes to pitch this machine at this, like, once a year they let random inventors come and pitch stuff. Goes at this company, comes in, pitches it. The thing just gets completely fucked up and like injures some people or whatever, and obviously fails literally everyone else.
Huh, I wasn't expecting corporate malfeasance to be the theme of a green eggs and ham show.
Yeah, so either
Feels
way,
like it doesn't really fit.
so either way, his invention fails, and he scoops the scrap of it into his briefcase, and then he goes down to a diner where Sam I Am is at the diner eating green eggs and ham.
And he's like, I got a team. I'm going to put you on it. We're gonna.
No. So then that guy, he orders like I think I don't remember what the joke was, like a sad man special or something. It was a bad joke. Now, like, either way, he orders some food.
This doesn't seem very in line with Dr. Seuss style.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. And,
Has
and
any
the
adaptation
rhyming,
really
I don't
the
think,
rhyming,
I don't think
the
when Dr.
rhyming
Seuss
is
was coming
terrible.
up with the Lorax and Green Eggs and Ham, he was sitting there going, what if this was in a corporate office with a cafe
Every
where
once
you
in a while-
order a sandwich?
Well, no, he leaves the place. He walks down to a diner. Sam I Am, the guy who eats the green eggs and ham, he's sitting at the counter eating some green eggs and ham. Then
Right.
this other dude comes in after his invention failed with his briefcase filled with the scraps of his hopes and dreams. And then he orders some food. And then that Sam I Am dude is like, oh, you gotta try the green eggs and ham. It's the best thing ever. And he's like, I don't want to eat green eggs and ham.
Hold on. Now Sam I Am seems completely unreasonable. He's this jackass sitting in a diner. Some stranger walks in and is like, hey, bitch, eat this. You can't order what you want.
No, I mean, he's just telling him, like, you gotta try the green eggs and ham. It's amazing. And then the grumpy dude who failed at life, he said no.
Why is he a failure at life?
No, dude, I'm just trying to tell you what happened in the show. Okay? So,
But what kind of message is that you should just force strangers at a diner to like eat what you're eating? Like if they don't like it,
I
they fuck?
don't know.
Like what the hell?
I don't know. Okay, so
Yeah, but you gotta be aggressive about it.
See,
too.
this only made sense when
So
when
the
Sam I Am
failure-
and the other dude were in this nebulous like relationship where you couldn't
It's
go.
like the Rick and Morty skit, little bits.
Yeah.
Eat some of our little bits, you stupid piece of shit.
Exactly what it's like.
Anyway, so he eats his food. And
I think we
then
just
he
scared
leaves.
off one person.
Somebody came in and they were gone. They're like, why is Joey yelling about green eggs?
That is just what it's like here.
Yep, that's what we do.
But so he eats his meal and then he leaves. But it turns out that him and Sam I Am, they have exactly identical briefcases. Like every one of those.
So he gets a briefcase full of green eggs and ham.
And the other one has the nuclear codes.
Yeah.
So Sam I Am.
Sam I Am kills a bunch of
Sam
people.
I Am takes
while
the
functioning
scraps,
invention.
takes the scraps of the dude's invention. I can't remember what his name is. And then that dude ends up taking an endangered animal that Sam I Am kidnapped from the zoo.
Wait, why did he do that? Is that where the green eggs come from? Because that's pretty morally questionable.
No, this is just like some psychotic bird creature or whatever that Sam I Am kidnapped from the zoo. 'Cause what you
Why did
find
you
out,
kidnap it from the zoo?
what you find out after that one dude leaves the diner is that
Why
Sam
would you
I
want to
Am.
kidnap something psychotic?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going back to that until you answer me, Alex.
I don't know. I'm answering that as best I can. Okay.
You haven't answered it.
You find out after the one dude leaves the diner that even though Sam I Am was acting like everybody likes him, nobody likes Sam I Am. Sam I Am has no friends. He invites the waitress at the diner to come to
Is
a party.
Sean Penn playing Sam I
I
Am?
think it's Josh Gad, actually.
Oh.
But so he invites this woman at the diner to like come back to his house with this sad thing, like, well, I'm gonna get.
So wait, you're telling me that in this fucking Dr. Seuss story, Sam I Am is like trying to score with random waitresses?
No, he's not trying to have sex. He just has no friends. So he asked her to come back to his house where he's having a party. Where he's having a party.
A
and
party for one, right?
In his pants.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he gets there and nobody's there because nobody likes him.
Excuse me, there's a party in my pants, and I'd like to invite you.
So this chick comes over to his house and he's just like, I invited so many other people, but nobody came. It's just the two of us. What are we gonna do with
The
all this
TV
free
in the
stuff?
living room's broken, but we can eat pizza and watch the movie in my room.
Yeah.
No, but okay.
Just
So
think how deeply we can get to know each other.
Okay, so he's like, I'll give you my phone number, and she said, and then she says, I already have it, Sam. I don't need it. Because she blows him off every time, I guess.
Okay.
I guess he's always inviting
Finally, something makes sense.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I think it's mostly like nobody likes him. I don't think it has anything to do with...
He's always creeping on waitresses.
Well, I don't know if it has anything to do with the specific fact that it's a waitress.
He's like Charlie. It always sucks.
I just think nobody wants to hang out with him, period, because he claims that he has friends at his house, but he gets home and he has no friends there. So he kidnaps this bird to be his friend, to like fill this hole in his heart.
You don't kidnap people and then have them be your friends. It's not how that works.
Yeah, I don't
Especially
know.
not psychotic people, because they're not going to be your friend.
Nobody's going to be your friend if you kidnap them.
But that's how nonsensical, like, this Green Eggs and Ham show is.
Right.
So it kind of tries to force, like, a bigger plot into, like, a guy on a train, you know, suggesting that another guy tried Green Eggs and Ham. But yeah, they managed to stretch 2 seasons out of that. I only watched the first episode, so that was one of the dumbest things I ever saw.
Well, maybe it got better later. You gotta watch all of it, you know?
No, I don't.
Like, a lot of shows can start off kind of rocky, but then they get real good.
I will not
Maybe
watch.
this is like the fucking
I
Breaking Bad
will
or Dr.
not
Seuss
watch.
adaptation.
I will not.
I don't think that's
watch-
ever going to be something anyone will ever be able to say.
I will not watch in whole seasons of this.
So you didn't
half-baked-
take the message from Green Eggs and Ham very well, did you?
No,
Yeah,
I
man, you
didn't.
didn't really give it a try.
I'm not going to watch entire. No, I gave it a try. I watched an episode.
But you didn't give it enough of a try.
Do I have to finish an entire plate of green eggs and
Yeah,
ham
you
to
can't
know that
just
they're
sniff it and go,
spoiled?
you don't want it. You gotta eat a whole plateful.
I don't know.
And you can really, get a feel for, like,
I'm just saying, I don't have time to
Minor
watch.
aspects
I don't
of
have
the
time
taste.
to watch all of the garbage that Netflix.
Well, how long is this show?
2 seasons,
How long
half
is
an
the
hour an
episode?
episode. I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
an hour.
Are they really half-hour long episodes?
I think they're
like
more
10
like
minutes
20,
long at
20,
most.
20 odd.
I mean, that's still way too much.
Yeah, and then I don't know how many episodes per season.
Adventure Time can cram an entire plot in 10 minutes. You're telling me that Green Eggs and Ham needs to be 2 hours, 2 seasons, a half-hour episode?
I don't know.
How much time is that total?
How many episodes are there?
I don't know how many episodes there are a season.
Is it 24?
I don't think it's that many. God, I hope not.
15?
I don't know.
It sounds like you got some homework. You got to finish up
Yeah,
the show.
dude, watch the show, come back, do the research, come back and tell us about it.
You gotta be an expert before you can criticize.
Yeah.
Oh,
You have to literally know every single thing about it.
I mean, I'm sorry, man. It's like I'm not gonna watch all of Centaur World. I know I hate
Why
it.
not?
Because
This
it's
is
garbage.
reinforced.
Did I make you watch any of Centaur
No,
World?
no.
Oh yeah, you only did that
You're
to
gonna
me.
have to see. You're gonna have to see some Centaur.
What the hell is Centaur World?
You don't want to know, man.
You don't want to know, dude.
You don't want to know. I didn't want to know. I'm very unhappy that I know.
Yeah, green eggs.
Well, you
and
brought
ham.
it up. You might as well
Oh,
tell me
this is
about it.
here's the second serving. Okay, so that's
Second serving.
green eggs and ham, 2 seasons.
Okay.
Let's see.
Wait, so okay.
So
Does he have to try a different kind of
they're
food in the
13
second season?
they're
Like
13
blue waffles?
They're 13 episode seasons. I
The
guess.
second season
So there's
about blue
26
waffles.
episodes of this, right?
Let's see how many are in the second set.
Is there anything about different kinds of food?
No, it's only
When did
10.
they try the
It's only 10 in the
Oh, there's
second
only
set.
23 episodes
23
of the Green Eggs
Good
and Ham
God!
show.
Yeah.
When did they get to the blue waffles?
Oh god, I hope never, dude.
God, I can't wait for season 5 of One Fish, Two Fish. They're finally gonna get to the red fish. this time.
Red Fish returns.
It's a cinematic universe by Michael Bay.
I don't know. I mean, if they wrap King Arthur and his knights into it somehow, I'm down.
Table be round.
Meanwhile, in Whoville.
黄泉の国ってのは味気ねえな
What kind of titles would Michael Bay's Dr. Seuss movies have? Like The Grinch Reloaded or something?
Yes. You cannot tell me that you wouldn't love it.
I would watch that.
Borax, Dark of the Moon. What the fuck does Dark of the Moon mean? Transformers. As a Transformers.
Like the Pink Floyd
Remember,
album.
there
Dark
were
Side of the Moon.
There were Transformers on the dark side of the moon.
How
Yeah,
would they
man.
not detect
They
that?
caused the Kennedy assassination.
Did they? I hope they did.
It was at least supposed to, it was referencing that time period. I don't remember if it actually
I
tied
would have
in.
enjoyed if there was like a scene of like Bumblebee trying and failing to stop a Decepticon on the grassy knoll.
We may have made
Killing
this
him.
joke before, but just like the shooter on the grassy knoll is a Decepticon, and it just gets up and runs like leaping over
nobody
buildings.
notices, and it's like
Noel runs away.
the grassy knoll was the Transformer.
It's
Yeah.
leapfrogging entire fucking buildings, and somehow people didn't pick up on it.
Or the Lincoln stands up and is like, oh shit, and just runs away.
Oh yeah, no, that was the joke I think we
The
made
car
before was
was
that
the
it was the
Transformer.
Lincoln Memorial
Yeah, yeah.
was a Transformer.
Yeah, it was
that's
Decepticon.
right.
Yeah, the Lincoln Memorial itself was the shooter on the grassy knoll.
I mean, that's at least as respectful to history as Pearl Harbor.
True.
Or him covering Winston Churchill's fucking estate in
Oh,
swastikas.
Swastikas, dude. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's really just shitting out Winston Churchill.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, and else just history. Everyone else who was like opposing the Nazis too.
I mean, Michael Bay just shits on everyone and everything. At this point.
He does. He does. See, I'm surprised he didn't direct Patrick Stewart in the Poop Emoji movie.
I could. I mean, yeah, you really could see Michael Bay being like, you know what this Holocaust memorial needs? Swastikas.
He would be the guy.
Surprised he hasn't been canceled.
Yeah, well, I mean, we all know about the Megan
Well,
Fox
some of
on
the
Jimmy
things that
Kimmel,
he
right?
could actually be in
Yeah.
trouble for.
Yeah, well,
lot of things,
like when Megan Fox told that story about herself being like 15,
Yeah.
and how she being like put in a bikini dancing under a waterfall. You remember her telling that story?
Gross.
And then Jimmy Kimmel admitting to having.
Infinity.
Oh, what?
What?
Oh.
Infinity P! Infinity
That is great.
Infinity P.
That's the gem this game will leave us on.
Oh man, that's awesome.
That is the gem.
Infinity
The whole thing.
P.
Infinity P.
It's almost as good as Dick Tracy.
No, that's what Thanos really needed to assemble the Infinity Gauntlet for.
お母さんの結婚記念だよ。やっぱりお揃いのものがいいよね。
遠い昔の記憶に思えるよ。
What an awful like fate.
Infinity P.
I don't know, some people are into that.
Yeah, maybe Thanos wanted Infinity P for himself.
Yeah, he was going to have that Infinity Gauntlet go through like a time portal and then come back around with his own ass.
Ah.
二人もやりたいことやれば
I mean, he could just use Doctor Strange's portals for that too.
Or he could just use Doctor Strange. Yeah, it'd be like that I'd come to bargain scene.
How many timelines did you see where you don't call it Thanos' ass? One.
Thanos, I bargained to come.
Yeah, that was like the like joke on the internet in the lead up to those movies was Ant-Man would just shrink, jump up Thanos' sphincter, and then expand again.
It would work.
No.
At least in theory, I mean. But,
I mean,
but
you
if
don't
we-
know.
you
I mean, he might have like an iron colon, and then
that's just how Ant-Man dies.
Ant-Man's just stuck in his ass like Lemmy Winks in that episode. of
Ant-Man
South
gets crushed to death by a cola.
Or he has to journey through and get
Yeah,
out.
or
of
a bunch of
That's the subplot of that movie.
Of ghostly animals are just like Ant-Man. You must find the small intestine.
And that would have been the B plot of the movie.
A weird combination of.
Or I guess in a sense, it truly is the A plot.
Quality content we're putting out today.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We're all over the place today.
Yeah, we are. I don't know what it is, but like I've got a weird energy going on.
Yeah, frequently, I mean, like, we've maybe had a little bit of discussion over, like, actual serious stuff happening in this world, but this might be the most bullshit stream we've ever done.
I don't know. We've had a lot of bullshit streams at this point.
That's true.
Like there's so many that like I couldn't even go back and listen to all of them to compare.
That'd be like a full-time job.
Yeah. Hey,
like
content
those
for
FB
years, man.
It's like those FBI agent memes. Like, what a waste of your life. Just listen to what I have to say.
Do you think FBI agents like have to listen to such inane shit that they just kind of like retire?
Like our show.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You just get burned out on it.
Well, what about all those FBI agents? Actually, I think that was National Security Agency agents who were they had to like fucking spy on World of Warcraft for fucking forever.
Oh, I believe that.
Well, wasn't it? Didn't like in the early days of the internet, the FBI spend a ton of time just monitoring like cam girl websites and stuff like that? Like, it's just,
Yeah, I bet that was like a volunteer thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just know the FBI in the early days was trying to figure out was was collecting like they had a program that would take like random screenshots of different websites all over the internet, trying to find like terrorists and stuff like that. And
Well, the terrorists were definitely doing cam shows.
and they just ended up they ended up just getting an enormous amount of like dick pics and pornography.
I just learned why they never found any terrorists.
They're watching porn all day.
Yeah, it's clearly what they were doing.
I mean, the NSA was doing that too.
Yeah.
I mean, and also like was. They're still doing that.
Why do we give these people money?
I don't know, man.
So it costs $50 billion to have the DHS
To have them watch porn.
to do whatever they're doing.
Watching porn.
Yeah, well, I mean, every time we have one of these mass shootings and shit like that, it comes out that the FBI knew about this person.
Oh yeah, people
threats
had
that
been
they
like
had
reported
made,
them
and
and
stuff like that, and then
Yep.
they don't take care of those people. So I don't know what the fuck they're
jerking
doing.
off.
You think the CIA does that too?
Yes.
The CIA is
Jerk off?
technically not
Yeah.
supposed to monitor people in the United States.
Well, but they could be more.
Oh,
monitoring
they're all
murder.
technically.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think maybe that's why it took so long to find Bin Laden? Is like all these CIA agents like came forward after 10 years.
Didn't
and they're
Bin
like,
Laden have a bunch of porn too?
He
In
did.
Compound?
I wouldn't
Yeah.
be shocked.
Well, yeah, as long as he had enough porn to give to them, they held off on.
Well, I'm thinking they're like, we can't find out where he is, but we did find out that his bald hair looks just like his beard hair.
He had like a bunch of 9/11 truther documentaries too.
God, did he?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, I mean, if anyone was going to be a 9/11 truther.
Yeah, I don't remember. Well, let's just Google what they found in this compound because it was actually kind of interesting.
Toe Bangers 3.
Toe bangers?
That was in the league.
I don't think about
They find out that he was actually the head developer of Paul 77.
No wonder it's bomb.
That's a different kind of terror.
Different kind of bomb.
Yeah. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, jizz.
Does your jizz glow blue like that?
Ever since I visited the nuclear plant, yeah.
Oh no! I don't know why nobody told you, man, but I think you should talk to your doctor about that.
I guess Bin Laden was playing Half-Life, Super Mario Bros., Yoshi's Island DS, Final Fantasy VII,
So you're telling me that he was
Dragon
like a full,
Ball Z, and Counter-Strike.
You're telling me that he was a full generation behind in terms of gaming.
Well, I mean, like...
2 generations, actually.
Well, when did they kill him? 2011?
Which Dragon
Yeah,
Ball Z
he's-
game? Because was it?
I don't... it
Does it
doesn't
say?
Like,
doesn't
all those
specify.
games came out in the late 90s.
I mean, because I like some of them, and if it's a good one, I could at least
Do
vouch
you
for
think
that.
he was playing Counter-Strike online with Americans?
Yes,
Because that's actually kind of great.
that would be so fun.
He had Cars, Chicken Little, and Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs.
God damn, man! You
That
couldn't
was
even watch
probably-
the first one.
That was probably for his kids.
Did he have
Pornography.
Did he have kids like that were like little kids there? I remember he had like the older
Yeah,
son
yeah.
that was like.
No, he had some of his young kids there, too, I guess.
Well,
Pornography recovered in the Abbottabad compound consists of modern, electronically recorded video and is fairly extensive. Multiple Freedom of Information requests for the release of the files have been denied. So that journey. And documentaries about himself.
Sure, that was
He had Bob.
That's what he
Woodward's-
jerked off to.
He had a bunch of books
Bob
too. He
Woodward.
had Bob Woodward's Obama's War, Noam Chomsky's Necessary Illusion, Thought Control in Democratic Societies, and the U.S. and Vietnam, 1787 to 1941. Interesting. Compound also housed books on popular conspiracy theories on 9/11, the Committee of 300, and the Illuminati.
weird shit.
Weird shit.
I don't know. The idea of him sitting around playing Counter-Strike is actually pretty great.
With America.
Yeah.
I like the idea of him sitting there with his DS playing Yoshi's Island.
But, I mean, what if he was, like, trolling people on Counter-Strike? He was like, I did 9/11.
yeah. They're like, I'll send a plane to your house. Done it before, motherfucker.
I bet he always played as a terrorist in that game.
I mean, I would play as an American soldier just because. Story part.
What's going on?
I guess she's not dead.
He does kind of look like he's wearing one of those suits that, like, the people who train wear.
But yes, he does. It's a very Palpatine moment, though. Yeah, your sister, blah, 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 blah. It's all the shit I don't care about in this game.
Wait, is
all
the game
like,
over?
Yeah,
Wait, that was
basically.
it?
No, there's still
gonna
like
be
a
a boss
boss.
fight, right?
There's still going to be a boss fight, but yeah, this is basically the end.
ありがとう
So we're about to finish it.
Kind of a lame resolution. Just show up, don't do anything. Sister saves herself. Which he does for him.
Yeah, right. I mean, I don't give a shit about her anyway. Yeah, I don't care, man. Like, I'm really not all about this. It's gonna be a pass for me, Doc.
I'm gonna make a brand of orange juice called Palpatine.
Oh, that's good.
And then it'll be like, Senator Palpatine, we can't possibly put twice as much pulp in the orange juice. And then it'll be like, do it.
If you carved her face in an orange, it would kind of look like him.
Yeah.
Juice it.
何
Oh, so she was in a coma because of smoke inhalation? Why is that like an interesting thing to like bring up at the end of the game?
I thought this was about ghosts.
お母さん
Maybe the ghost started the fire.
残してくれた
I would if I was a ghost and I had to listen to this shit.
どうしても置いていけなかった
I don't care. I like, tell me, you guys. This is bland as shit, right? Like,
I don't know, dude.
Oh shit, the One Ring.
But it's
take it to Mountain Doom.
Mountain Doom.
Mountain Dew. They should have a Mountain Dew flavor of Mountain Dew.
But they should. How has that not happened? What would it be called, or what would the flavor be?
Yeah, but they really do need to have a Mountain Doom at some point.
They do.
DEWN.
Yes.
Like maybe when the next Lord of the Rings things come out, it'll be cross. It is Amazon doing it now, so
That's a
like
good point.
I wouldn't be shocked if they take the opportunity to get as corporate as possible and have a Mountain Doom.
Speaking of Lord of the
flavor.
Rings, Alex, I got a question for you. So in this Lord of the Rings, right, the dwarven women don't have beards, right?
Even though that they are very explicitly said that they do.
And you never see them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're supposed to be basically impossible to tell apart from the men.
Right.
But I think, don't they have a female dwarf in this new show who doesn't have a beard?
Yes, very, very clearly show her in the trailer. She's supposed to be like the queen of the dwarves, and then no beard at all.
I don't know why they wouldn't give her a beard. I mean, it's like an actually organic way you could do like a pro, like, sort of, not actually, but sort of pro-trans sort of appearance in your show.
Or yeah, just the kind of thing where it's like, like there no physical attributes are masculine.
Yeah,
or
that kind of
feminine
thing. That's what I
Yeah.
Well, I'd say that the woman would just be hyper masculine because that's if the dwarves are, as we've seen, pretty masculine, so that the women can't be told apart. That must mean the women must also be very masculine.
But are the dwarves masculine, or do you live?
Or are they
in
What
a
is masculine by a dwarf?
Do you
Isn't that
live-
different from a human?
do you live-
That's the problem.
Or do you live in a patriarchal society that has defined certain traits as masculine or feminine?
Yeah.
When in reality,
Here, Alex,
there's-
Dwarves
you hand
always
you the
did that.
controller.
Oh, the final boss fight, you're just like, it's all on you.
I just gotta do a phone call.
Alright. But my question is though, there's a lot of people that are upset about the beardless dwarf. It's like whatever. But would you be upset about a beardless gnome?
I just feel like gnomes shouldn't be allowed to try to like blend in any way with human society.
What if they try to blend in with like other fantasy creatures? You know,
Like what, like an elf or something?
Yeah, like
a
goblins,
Keebler,
something
like a
small, I
Keebler,
would assume. Yeah.
Like a Keebler type elf.
Yeah.
Like Santa type elf.
Maybe dwarf.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if they shave their beard, they're not gonna fit in with the dwarves, right?
Well, I guess they could fit it in Lord of the Rings dwarf.
The Lord of the Rings female.
Yeah, yes.
I don't know, man. I mean, like, what's a gnome? What do the gnomes have going for them?
They still got the hat.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, this is cool.
I don't know. What good is a entire race of creatures that were dumb scavengers?
Well, maybe it has a different cultural significance for them than just for us.
What would be the culture?
I don't know. Like, or maybe it's a
Sagely
modern.
left this fight for
I know, right? This is like the literal boss fight. He's just like,
And
oh,
I'm
on
like,
you.
I barely know what I'm doing here.
You gotta eat something.
Oh shit! How do I eat
I
something?
think you hold down triangle.
Okay, alright.
There you go.
How do I dodge that?
I don't know.
I can't jump over it, so I don't know how to bite
You
it.
can't crouch, right? No, I don't think you can.
Not from my understanding.
Oh, he's got legs down.
Ah,
That you
Jesus.
probably supposed to run from. I don't know, just go ham on consumables. We got lots of them. Collected them all game barely. So, silly not. So, what are you gonna do? Like, stare at them?
This one.
Yeah, as long as you keep
I
them
guess
at
you can get out of range.
yeah, if you can keep them at a distance, you should be alright.
I mean, I'm surviving longer than I thought I
I think that might be a short range weapon you're using. So I might
Ah, okay.
switch over to the green one, but that one.
Oh, okay.
That one's good. You can a big target.
would.
Oh, we're out of ammo. Fuck. Yeah, how many fucking faces?
I don't. Do I need to hit like a certain point on him? Because it looks like my attacks are getting deflected.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's not like an obvious
Is
weak
it
spot.
that
Maybe the
thing?
glowing
Is
blue.
it that thing?
Oh,
the
yeah.
heads. The heads. Okay.
Wait a minute. There's some kind of power you're supposed to use. I'll say it was the heads though.
Okay.
But there's some kind of power.
There's
you're
a
supposed
different power I'm supposed to be using here.
There's a power that reveals weak spots.
Oh, yeah, there is.
I don't know what it is though.
It's this thing, right?
No, that's just a weapon.
This thing?
Green thing.
No,
No,
that's
your
the green
blocker?
thing. This thing. This is
Oh,
what
yeah, that's it,
reveals. Yeah. Yeah, it's the head.
Okay, that makes sense. Drop off. Get some heals. There you go. Aiming the bow, so you can
Yeah.
get that car. You get some ammo.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, use your green thing.
What? Okay.
Green power. You'll be alright. Oh, or not.
Here, can I run with that? What the fuck was that?
I don't know what you just did.
That looked useful, my bad.
Oh, wait, fire, shoot him. That's your power up. Use it. Shoot him. Shoot him.
Oh, shit. Why
It's
can't
an extra
I shoot?
damage.
Why
There you
can't
go.
I shoot?
Yeah, get him. Nice job. Alright.
What's L2?
Grab him. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, you did him.
okay. Alright.
Get the ammo, Actually, maybe you don't.
Police going under. What? Oh, shit, there's umbrellas. Okay.
Otherwise, they're all completely mono.
You want to keep going?
He's figuring this out. He's getting it.
Yeah, I mean, I've spent time figuring it out, but now I kind of don't.
Hey, you got through the first stage of the boss.
I mean, if you want to finish it, you are more than welcome.
Yeah, Sage's gonna let you finish it.
Normally, it's all about me.
Alright, he's back. Alright, you're good on ammo for
Yeah, let's see where he's going. Heads.
Yeah, you gotta get some head, man. Cool boss designs.
Yeah,
pretty
the
much
boss
across.
designs.
heal.
That soda. Cats there, yeah, they're mad. I haven't gotten them dinner yet.
That's some long arms on him. Somewhat, I think.
Oh, I got some.
Oh, that was a good hit.
He moved his head in. He moved his head into it. That helped.
Plus, it's got splash damage. So
Yeah, I mean it's like a grenade launcher basically, right? So like it affects there's an area effect on top of it. Just
there you go.
ooh, hold L2.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay, I did get it. I think that was it, but there's probably one more thing I need to
There's
do.
got to be another head.
I don't know if it's going to be
get all
another
that ammo
but
he
I'm
left
gonna-
behind too.
He has a head on his ass.
Oh, I got
yes,
scissors lady.
あいにく俺たちは体一つを二人で使ってるんだ
L1 is blocked too, by the way.
You don't need it right now. Just
No,
shoot.
no.
ってのはそういうことだろ
Use the blue one.
な相棒
Oh, yeah, because I can't really use that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
this is pretty effective.
You're getting them.
Yeah.
Grab the ammo. You want to get your red shit back.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that
I have
Fire-
ether.
fire
I want to say is what it was called.
There we go.
You should heal.
What did I? Oh, I didn't kill one of them anyway.
Take that heal though.
Yeah.
There you go.
Should I hit the
Let's
heal
not
one
waste-
more time?
let's not waste.
Alright, we gotta find out what the last. Let's use the head on his ass.
Oh, no, it is. Yeah, it's literally on his ass.
Too bad, bitch. You are gonna die.
Oh, there we go.
Fucking good face. That was good. Oh, heal.
I'm healing.
Okay, good.
Do it again.
Yeah, yeah.
Let him fire off the shot. Okay. Yeah, this thing is range attacks now. Oh shit.
Throwing shit tornado right now. Shit tornado.
It's not a good sign. Yeah, that tornado should not be.
No,
That's like a fart. Yeah.
it does have a fart kind of feel to it.
You're doing good at it.
No, yeah, you got this, dude.
Got
There
him.
we go.
Yeah, you knocked him out. Maybe if you could play.
Okay, definitely wouldn't take it long. Definitely think overall.
Yeah, I would think so.
There you go.
Alright, now it's literally just sitting through the boring cutscenes and we're done.
Sick.
So let's talk over them. Oh shit, look at that. It sounds...
Actually, we got about a full episode out of it.
Yeah, we did.
Nice.
Granted, we talked, should talk quite a bit before we started, so we didn't
That's
start
true.
until almost a half hour
Oh, that's
later.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
魂と肉体が切り離され
What's been happening? What's been happening, guys?
I saw another dumbass fucking military design.
Oh?
Yeah, this is like something from World War II, Finland, right?
Okay.
An
this
infinite
dude-
number of these.
This dude wanted to make his own tank because, I guess the tanks they had weren't good enough. And so what he came up with,
Like the Killdozer dude.
oh god, dumber than that. I mean, at least.
I mean, I thought the Killdozer dude was kind of badass. But
Well, that thing actually worked.
yeah.
But so what this thing would be is like, imagine like kind of like a car, right? You got two sets of wheels or whatever, right? Except he was like, wheels aren't good enough. What we're gonna do?
What's on these people's faces? Is that his parents?
Could be.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Well,
It's like a spirit thing.
Spirit mask.
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, so like instead of wheels, this thing would have two giant like pills, kind of like pill-shaped metal cylinders, right?
Well, okay, so like oblong, like bulbous cylinders.
Yeah, sort of lozenge shape,
Okay.
And like
And that would assist it in what? Like one of the most uncomfortable riding vehicles you could possibly imagine?
Well, the idea is they'd be
Like,
too big for you.
stomach churning discomfort.
I don't know, it gets better, but the idea was that they're supposed to be so big and so heavily built that you couldn't immobilize it just by shooting them off, right? Because like most of the vehicle would be those things.
Okay.
And the crew would sit inside of these spinning cylinders, right?
Wait, they'd be in the cylinder?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
they'd be spinning around.
Well, the way it would work is there'd be an outer cylinder and then an inner cylinder.
Oh.
And they'd be spinning in opposite directions in order to create sort of a counteractive
Kind of
force.
like the way that those, like, have you ever seen, like, they have the spinning rims?
Yeah.
But they also have the rims, the floating rims, where they don't spin, like the wheel spins, but the rim on the inside doesn't
Like
like
that.
that. Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, but and each wheel, and also the turret on top would be like a separate fighting compartment where there'd be like 3 dudes in the vehicle total, and they wouldn't be able to like see each other or talk to each other or do anything as like a team. They'd just be in this fucking trundling pile, and
like a turd in the way.
Yeah.
Link, what's up, buddy?
And it was just this fucking bizarre idea, and it's
No.
like these
Cords,
fucking
buddy.
things were so fucking
Cords.
big
You come around
that they
over-
got in the
you
way
come around
of
over here.
like the gun on top. It would have angles where it could
Come up.
fire the gun because like
Come up.
it would like
Come
hit
up on the
itself,
couch.
basically.
ようやく砂
Hello,
が
dog.
I think.
溜まってたと思ったら
He's a good boy, huh?
Got us get on
最後に
camera.
一つだけ頼みたいことが妻と息子に伝え
No,
て
it's not quite.
俺
Not
は
quite.
最後まで
There he is.
There we
諦め
go.
ずに
Aw, good dog.
Don't
Jesus.
stick your face in my face. No, you just want to sniff.
使いっ走り
He wants to know what you ate for breakfast, man.
ちょっと疲れちまったんでな
Don't worry, I'll bring you over some of the feet I didn't eat.
Well, I'm sure a dog would be all for it.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It's like giving pig feet to animals. They love that shit.
Like pig ears is a big dog treat.
Hmm?
That's pretty common, actually.
Pig ears are pretty good.
Are they?
You like eating those dog treats?
No, like that. No, but
You're trying a lot of dog treats these days.
nah, the
Yeah, man, people food's getting
Sichuan.
pricey, but
That's true.
Sichuan food, they cut them into like thin strips,
Okay.
and then like put them in chili oil.
Oh,
It's
interesting.
Not bad at all.
The dog one.
It's not like one big. No, they don't serve it as just one
You
big
gotta throw 'em in here.
tried out like tough as shit pig ear.
you want a jar of ears? I can get you one.
Like Van Gogh ears or like Vander Holyfield ears.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Okay, interesting.
They're artistic ears.
Artistic. They're all artistic in some way.
Yeah, like Van Gogh.
Yeah, they all came off of artists.
I mean, if you're a visual artist, you don't really need your ears.
That's true. That's an accurate statement.
Your art might actually be even more interesting if you don't have ears.
That's true.
Yeah, and you can't even listen to your critics anymore.
That's a good point. So it's just all benefit.
Connie Bobani, thank you so much for the follow.
Man, I forgot
Oh,
how-
you got to follow. Nice.
Yeah.
I forgot how freakish
Cool.
that child looks.
Yeah, that picture does look bad.
You need to do a little more work on the human characters here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like, did the rapture still happen? It's like a post-rapture world?
I guess so.
We're just not going to deal with the fact that like everybody in Tokyo got like...
Well, I think that's like if you do
Who?
I don't know. Is that the guy that founded Unitology?
Is that the guy who invented the alt key?
Altman be praised.
Alt is that the guy who founded the alt key? You know, back in my day, we already had control and delete. You couldn't change your password. Access Task Manager.
God, that's good shit.
Then Richard Altman came around and he changed everything.
Torsion, huh? Oh, that's
Yeah.
it, right?
Well,
That's
that's
it.
the game.
That's the game.
Cool.
I think the idea is if you get every single one of those spirits that we were slowly getting, that's meant to be all the people that lived in the Shibuya district or whatever.
There was a lot more clothes on the ground.
Yeah.
How did we not make a Shibuya roll call joke for the entire time we played this game?
I mean, you got one ready?
There you go.
That's my joke. Is Shibuya roll call.
Well, we can end on that.
But like,
Okay.
I still got questions though. Like, so are we like the only person living there now?
Well, no, because remember we were putting the spirits in the phone, and then they were popping out as like full naked people again on the other side of the phone.
Wait, they were?
Well, maybe they didn't say that, but that's what I assumed.
Oh. I thought we were just like
That's
sending
like,
them to heaven or something.
Some of them.
Spirit
You
world.
never listened to that Soldier Boy song about metaphysics, dude?
No,
Where
sorry.
he's like, kiss me through the phone.
I'm not up on my divine metaphysics. Sorry.
Nobody understands quite like him, dude.
That's true.
No,
That
that's
is
true.
a true statement.
That's true. Well, I mean, might as well wrap it up. There's no
All
more
right.
game to play.
Game's over.
Yep.
Hey, we're back to. I mean, like, you know, what are your overall impression of the game? Because I feel like I've said it over and over again.
Yeah.
Weak ass story,
But
very cool
visually
world.
impressive, cool to run around. I always like just being able to run around a foreign country, another time period. You know, video games.
This is a game you play to play, not to, engage with the plot.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, 100%. If you're engaging with the plot in this, then you must not have seen very many stories.
Right.
But
But it's fun.
yeah, but still fun. Good game to shit talk.
Yeah.
Good game to shit talk through. Well, next week we'll be doing Returnal.
Returnal DLC.
Yep,
Sick.
getting back to that, which that was one of my favorite games from
I
last year.
had a lot of fun with Returnal.
And you guys only saw probably the second half of the game by the time you started streaming it with me. Shit,
know, it's
maybe
weird.
even less. But yeah, it's weird, and I mean that might have been my second after Resident Evil last year.
Sure.
That was a good game.
That was a
good game.
Very
But,
interesting. It did need to be fleshed out a little bit more.
But
That was
hopefully the DLC is gonna
number
do it.
one thing walking away from the game. I was like, they could have filled some holes. They could have put a little more meat on the bones. Hopefully they do
Story-wise.
that in the DLC.
Yeah, hopefully it's going to fill all our holes.
Well, and
Infinity P.
that expansion
never
is
gonna
free.
forget that.
That was good.
Now that
Infinity DP.
We're talking about DP and all that, and then
And then
that
all
showed
of a
up.
sudden it comes
that
in.
was beautiful.
Infinity P.
I think the universe is trying to tell us something.
I think so. Well, have a good night. We didn't really have anybody in here tonight, but that's okay.
I guess, yeah.
Well, we have enough shit to say regardless.
Right.
All right. Yeah. Get back to Returnal next week, and that expansion for Returnal was also just a free update too. Like that was not DLC you had to pay for. All of that was entirely free.
That's a rare thing these days.
Yeah, very rare. House Marquee is a great studio though, so I look forward to seeing whatever they do next.
Sweet.
Let's see. I just want to make sure that I've got this working, and go. Should be
I
good.
gotta walk through a sea of animals to get to the door.